Look at
All right, we're live.
Oh, this is going to be a tough episode with all those guys.
A third
Brad
on the
and
bench
Steve.
Friday night.
Oh, my
Back to
God.
Friday night tonight, but we're gonna have some fun. If you looked at the intro, you will notice that there's two people back from the first time we did this. Steve Andriano and Brad Belshrum. Oh my God!
Why?
When I thought that we had him on, but you know what? There was a lot of begging again this time. Can I come on? Can I come on?
Please,
Grease the palm a little bit,
please.
so we got it back. So we got those guys on. It's going to be a good night. Our good buddy Andrew Meese's son Jordan is going to be on showing some of his stuff. But before we get to Jordan, which is going to be fun, and we have to be under our best behavior because he is young. So we're going to get all the cursing and all the inappropriate things out before and after he's on. Hopefully he leaves the room and not watch, but I don't know. Can we still curse? No, probably not, right?
Yeah, we're fine.
His mom's going to be watching.
His mom's not going to be on.
Have you heard kids these days, man?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring a very good friend on first. We all know we love him. He's a big part of our group. He's known around the modeling community now as Dr. Feelgood because he does distribute a lot of over-the-counter medications, we shall say. So let's get him on right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Mr. Adam Jackson, Dr. Feelgood himself. Look at this guy, man. I'm still trying to get used to the goatee. You look really good. You look very, very distinguished.
Yeah, he does look.
You do. You look very distinguished.
I will give you that.
If I was your wife, I'd be very nervous if you went out without her now, I think. He knows you're picking up chicks, man. Are you going around?
Right, because I'm a scale modeler, and that's what we all do is pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Well, it depends. Well, time out now. There's definitely there's a qualifier. It depends. If you go out with the boys, depending who they are, yeah, you got a chance. But then never, ever go out to a bar with Steve Santucci. You're never picking up a broad there. You're not. You're not picking any chicks up at the bar with Steve Santucci because he starts talking about all the stuff. Like, we're already geeky when it comes to the modeling hobby, but he's got to talk about Revolutionary War and getting dressed up in his cotton outfits. And then he talks about his archaeology and digging up coins and stuff. I'm like, Steve,
but that's why I like to be around the guy.
And his Pokemon cards. And then I'm like, oh my God, we're never meeting anybody tonight.
Time out. I don't collect Pokemon cards, my friend. Time out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You draw the line at Pokemon.
I draw the line.
All right, I'm joking. I'm only kidding. All right, so we're gonna get to Mr. Jackson. You do have another place to be, and I wanted to get you on first. So we're gonna talk about your stuff. And before we start, I'm gonna say this, Adam. You are stepping it up, man, big time. Your work is getting steadily outstanding. Every model you build, and whether it's a plane, an armor kit, or whatever, you're jumping around. You're doing helicopters, you're doing planes, you're doing.
Well, it's whatever's got Israeli markings on it is what
he's sticking to Israeli stuff right now.
I do Star Wars and I do British and American. I have an Abrams that I haven't done yet. It's in my stash. I'm getting there.
That doesn't count.
So, all right, Frankie, let's get going. Let's see some of Adam Jackson's work here. What are we going to see first? Oh, look at this guy. What are we looking at on here, Adam? What are we doing?
So this is the Hebrew word is anafa, which is I want to say I totally forgot. It's a bell something. I call it a Huey, but it's not a Huey. A mutual friend of all of ours, Ian Anthony. he gave me this kit, and it's a 48 scale dragon kit. I will say I am not a big fan of dragon kits, for sure.
Okay.
As you can tell, the rivets on it are gigantic,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, they are.
which is of course totally unrealistic. However, it really makes for sort of a fun, punchy, very poppy build, especially when you put and my whole goal with this, I wasn't aiming for historical accuracy. I wanted to get my different layers of paint right, so you could sort of see all the different layers on top, and I wanted to get my washes a little bit better so that they sort of popped more. So I was pretty happy with those things and how they came out. Those rocket pods on there, the Israeli ones never had them, but it was in the kit. I'm like, I like rocket pods, so I'll put them on.
You know, I like all the rivets because you can bring all that detail out. It gives something to stand out, break up that single color on there too, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
no, I really like that. And the seam, not the seam, but like the panel lines on the just behind the sliding door are like as big as
they're trenches.
canyon. Oh, they're trenches. They're so deep.
But
So,
the paint work is what stands out here, and learning how to clean up your wash and do all that stuff too. Right?
and that's what I really wanted to do was, I'm realizing I just have to more and more just sort of focus on each stage of the process, and not every build has to be of a certain quality or even get finished or anything else. It's just, so I started building. I'm like, this isn't like my favorite subject in the whole world, but I thought, but this will be a great kit to work on to try to get some paint layers down. And
This looks really good, Adam.
Yeah, well, the paint work itself is very nice. Like you got darks and lights, and it looks faded and beat up. So
right,
and I'm pretty sure you did all that with an airbrush. So baking your weathering in with an airbrush is the most efficient way to go. Blends nice.
I try to do as much as I can with an airbrush because I just generally enjoy it a lot more than.
That's just my opinion, people. But anyways,
yes,
you're entitled to it.
So great job on that.
Thank you.
Here
this is. Listen, I'm going to say this. I'm not a plane guy, so I can't even tell you what this is. But I remember when you were doing this, and the pictures are. Adam, you did a great job on this, man.
It's an
F-16.
F-16.
It could be a P-40 or whatever how they're called. I don't even know.
No.
So this is the Tamiya F-16C, and the Israeli. I got an Isra cast. Isra Decal makes resin conversion sets, and I found this conversion set like at a swap meet, I think. Anyway, so the F-16Cs that they have are slightly different from the C in the box. The most notable is the tail boom that goes all the way back over the engine itself. But the cool thing about this subject, the reason why I did it, I started seeing pictures of these Israeli F-16s with all bright red on the fuel tanks and the sidewinders. And a buddy of mine, an Israeli modeler, Yoav Efrati, who does amazing work. I was unaware that this squadron, the one, God, I never remembered numbers. I want to say 116th, but I'm probably wrong. Is the aggressor squadron, so the squadron that trains as the aggressor against other pilots. And so, as you see with some other aggressor squadrons in the world, they have sort of markings that clearly indicate that they're not like lives, hence the bright red fuel tank. So I just love the bright red, and it was, to me, of course, it was great. And I just need to keep on doing various versions of tricolor camo. Like I have a Qatari Spitfire that I need to do some work on, and because this was, I think, the best tricolor camo I've done, but it's kind of tricky. And then
it is.
It's like you want to get the edges sharp.
Yeah, but your pre-shading is coming through nicely too. Like you've learned how to control your subsequent layers. I don't know if you're going over black or what you're doing. Are you highlighting
It's
your
called
panel lines?
Yeah. What I do.
Or blackening in your panel lines? Sorry.
Yeah, so I did. Let me think. Did I do actual? I can't remember if I actually did a black base on this one or not.
The decals look good.
Yeah, this was the Isra decal set. It's called the Dragon Squadron. And I was amazed I was really concerned about that big old dragon with the red stripe, about how that was going to go on, but thankfully,
You got it. Even the thin parts went down good. I mean, you're right, Rob. They can twist, they can turn, they can bend, right?
Oh yeah, no, that shit's a pain in the ass.
Really nice.
So
the biggest trick with those big decals is getting all the panel lines to show through them as well, right? That's where it takes the work.
And then when you try to, like, I don't want to go into the panel line on a decal, maybe press it, but it's really hard to get it to. If you can get, the goal obviously is just have it sink in with the decal solution. I don't want to cut it, because then inevitably, I haven't been able to get it.
What you need is a really nice soft brush, like these. These are, to me, these are the best ones I found for doing it. Oh no, sorry, they're Master Tools, so they're Trumpeter.
Okay, and you just
hold on.
Do you press it down with?
There we go.
Do you press it down with solution, or you just press it down after it's settled?
Always with solution. So just make sure your solution isn't too hot.
Right. You don't want to put Mark Fitch or like Salvaset and start doing that.
No, I don't.
You're painting your model.
Now it's just I use standard, whatever the red and the blue are, and then
the microset.
Solid set. Yeah.
Occasionally, I use Tamiya Mark Fitch Strong, but only in rare.
I think the set that's Microsol is probably the mildest of them. Salvaset, if anybody's, I have a couple. I still have my jar of Salvaset. Still, it's probably half full from like 25 years ago. That will start your car.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's basically an actual solvent.
Yeah, you'll smell if someone's knocked out and you need to wake him up, go get your thing of Salvaset, put under his nose.
You can use Tamiya extra thin when times get tough too, and that'll fucking suck.
I've heard that.
And listen,
gotta be careful.
But it works. I've done it.
On top, I don't know how that doesn't eat your paint like right away.
Yeah,
because you have to float it like a meniscus, so it will not. You got to float it in there so it won't go over the edge of the decal, right? It's just
I understand what you're saying, but it's like Russian roulette, man.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see how close to the edges I can get with this Tamiya extra thin without
exactly. It's for advanced users, but anyway.
If I ever do extra thin on a decal, I'm gonna try it on so many other decals on a mule before I ever do that.
Right, of course.
I did all the ones on my 1/32 scale Tamiya like that.
Right. Oh, I recognize this one. I should.
Look at this. Now we're going right to his armor piece. Look at this.
This is still actually, I have to think, it's probably the best armor piece I've done. It's the Meng Namer, which is like leopard.
Yeah. How was the kit itself? How was it?
It's fabulous. It's basically the Meng Merkava, except there's no turret. The top of it's a little different, but the chassis and everything's the same. This is what I put into amps last year.
Okay, how'd you do? How'd you do at the show?
So I entered it in intermediate. I got a silver. I think I was just a half a point or a point off or something.
What did
they say was wrong with it?
Yeah, what did they tell you was wrong?
So there were two things. They said the top of the wheels were not weathered.
The top of the wheels, the skirts top blocking.
They got right underneath there and look.
They said the top of the wheels is not weathered. They said now that the paint on the white on the lights on the back was not very good. That I really struggled with that and sort of screwed it up. And then the other thing was, and this was strange, on the front tow horns, they said that it didn't get painted, and I think it actually I think it's to the side or underneath. It was painted, but between the mixture of different colors, because the unpainted plastic is like that beigeish, brownish, tannish, Meng.
You had a bunch of professionals judging your models at AMS that day.
Yeah. So that one I still have to show you how like I was so excited about it, and of course the trip was amazing. And I came home, and you can tell the white paint on the lights there isn't so great. My wife said,
are fucking awesome though, man.
You did all right.
My wife even said we should have this upstairs. So we actually have it upstairs on its base on a shelf, which is.
Oh, she chose yours over mine. That's ridiculous.
Really good
job.
Well,
I have yours right next to my desk here, so I can look at it all the time and get ideas.
I never got a Rob Adams kit model. See.
What fucking? You don't even display your own models. How the fuck?
You know? Whoa! We got kids watching right now, man.
Oh,
Whoa,
sorry.
whoa.
Didn't we talk about this? You cursing?
Briefly.
Briefly.
Come on.
All right.
Grow up.
I was really happy about the back of the door, the back door, because I had a picture that looked a lot like that. So I was just so proud that I got this muddy, tanny, dusty street.
This is a really interesting vehicle, and I love those Israeli armor kits with the chains, with the bull chain armors. Really cool.
And Adam, you are very well known for being a backdoor man, and you know this really shows it.
What do you think he made? What do you think he has the goatee for now?
I guess I knew I had a reputation. Now I know, what it all is about. So
Dr. Feelgood, it also has other meanings too.
Yeah, that's right. Captain Velcro.
All right, come on, we're losing viewers already because we're taking.
Yeah.
What do we got next, Frankie? And remember, Adam is on a time schedule right now. He's got to meet his in-laws for dinner.
So is everyone else.
We're good. We got at least 5 more minutes because they're only a few minutes away.
Engine, what is this for, Adam?
So I am doing. I am insane, and I'm doing the Mini Art Tehran 4, which is
that's right. Okay, this is from the Mini Art kit.
Full interior kit.
Mm-hmm.
And
I recognize that engine.
It is a bazillion number of pieces. It's 86 steps. The remarkable thing.
Wow, look at this.
Wow, nice.
First of all, we'll see how it looks when it all gets painted. I'm having a ton of fun, which is what matters the most.
What would you say to that, Adam? You're like, Riv, I did photo etch.
Yeah,
it looks good. It looks good now. So when it gets painted, it'll blend right the fuck.
Right.
Yeah,
what I need to work on with the photo etch, I've been very happy all in all. And the thing is about those, you tell me, Frankie, if the fenders on these T54, 55s, they're always a little bit.
They'll tilt in a little bit, but they did
always a little wonky. Yep,
a little bit.
You're good.
Right,
fine.
Okay.
You're good.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up because I was looking at that going, those fenders are doing this.
How do you like? This is your first Mini Art armor kit?
So it's my first Mini Art of any kind. Yeah.
How do you like now? This is not this is not like this is like higher. This is not an easy kit.
This is like 5 kits in one. It's very intense.
So with all this work that you're doing, and when you're doing amazing work on it, how are you finding? Are you enjoying it, or are you like, I might not build another one after this?
I am very much enjoying it, and I'm sure it's not like I'm going to say to myself, "Oh, I want to do another one right now."
Right.
The trickiest thing is not the number of pieces, and I actually find what's remarkable is how well the pieces fit, even when they're tiny as hell.
Right.
The most frustrating thing for me is the sprue attachment points.
Yes.
Are so large, especially on like wires or rods or something like that.
That's the problem with Mini Art.
That you end up snapping them just by snipping them off the sprue. Or B, like I still have nubs on there. And so what I'm doing is every time I look at the kit, I take some to me extra thin.
Right.
And I put it on the nub and try to smush it down some because there was no way I could sand it without destroying.
You know what? I'm going to give you.
I've got a little technique on how to sand.
Yeah, I'm going to say try to keep it on the sprue as long as possible and clean up and take off the seam lines on the sprue before clipping it off. So if you have parts like an engine that's like a very thin, like that's supposed to be, let's say, a pipe, clean it as much as you can on the sprue, and then clip off and clean up.
And with your nubs. Support it with your thumb and only sand one way only, and don't go aggressive. You got to go slow.
Well,
I'll try that on the next because I've done the fenders. I'm putting aftermarket tracks. I'm putting those together, and then the turret's next. So there's going to be lots of little pieces. Right. So I will try that because it's the nub. It's the nubs. It's the sprue attachment points that have been.
Mini Art is getting better.
So.
They're getting better as they've been. Like, listen, Mini Art, I respect them as a company, right? Years ago, I bashed them when we used to do the old podcast, but I respect them as a company because, right, Frankie? I mean, when they're committed to a subject, they're going to give you every variant that was ever made for that specific type of tank or whatever. They're going to make listen, they just came out with the RSO. I think they released every RSO that was ever available, but they still struggle with their engineering of how those parts are molded and need to be cleaned up. So, like
cleanup sucks.
I don't think. And then listen, now that they moved out of the Ukraine and they're based out of Poland now, their plastic is better. It's better now because they're not using whatever was in their plastic and their fuel or whatever they were doing in Ukraine.
It was the most bendable, brittle shit ever. Like it should
not
not
anymore
be
though,
that way, but that's what it was.
This has some brittle pieces. I really liked it, and of course the detail is obscene. I mean, it's remarkable.
Listen, you're doing a great job, Adam. I'm telling you, I said that when you came on. You know, when you first joined the group and came in, you were always nervous about doing things. Look at you. You're like the mayor now. Adam, Mr. Jackson walks in.
He is.
Everybody's
he
behaved.
hears me in the back of his mind. Don't cut corners.
No, this is really good. Yes. And I hope that you're building. You know, listen. I hope that you pick up, do another mini art kit. After this, you know, I hope that you do another one and you keep doing. I mean, there's only so much Israeli stuff you can do, right?
Hey, I'm all about. I love Shermans.
Dude, Super Sherman. Did you do the Super Sherman yet? The 50 was it the M51 or whatever?
I did the Tamiya of the 51, which was of course went together really well.
Perfect.
And I had no idea what to do with weathering, so I basically dumped a whole bunch of enamel wash on it. So I'm going to redo that. But what I do have in terms of Shermans is I have the Tacom M1 they just released. So I'm thinking right now. I need to start thinking about what I'm going to do for amps.
Okay.
And so that's
do like a conversion and add some stuff to it and stuff.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Any other pictures? I think that's it for Adam, right? Listen, I held my end of the bargain. It is 8:21, which is 6:21 your time. 9 minutes early. Your wife is going to be so excited. You're going to be ready for Shabbat dinner tonight, Friday night.
Yes, my wife and the in-laws will be very happy.
What did I tell you off camera?
Thank you for accommodating.
I want to see you be the nasty son-in-law one night and say, you know what? I'm not coming for dinner. I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm building a model.
And remember what I said? I laughed because it was the most absurdly ridiculous and unrealistic thing I would ever do in my life.
Right. But you know what? How about this? One night, give me your number over there. I'll talk to your wife and I'll speak for you. Adam, we love you, man. Thank you for coming on, though.
All right, thanks, guys.
We're gonna get you on a full live cast one night. You're gonna be the center of attention one night. Live cast.
Oh Lord, Adam, I'm always happy to spend time with you guys. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks, Adam, for coming on. All right, buddy, you be good.
Guys. Take care.
Excellent. Now beat it.
Beat it.
All right, excellent. All right, so Adam is gone, and now we're gonna bring on little Jordan Misi. All right.
Hello.
Look at him.
All right, listen, we got to make a disclosure. Obviously, you're the son of our sixth Beatle. Your father's like the sixth Beatle of our group. You don't know what that means, but I'm going to tell you he's the sixth guy. But you got a funny accent. I don't know if I'm going to be able to understand you.
Hi.
I'm only kidding, Jordan. I want you to speak. I want you to have a good time. I want you to enjoy it. We're going to look at you did the AT-AT, right, for Star Wars? We have a lot of pictures that you sent over, and you did a heck of a job, man. So we're going to talk about this. I don't want your father. Your father will be on the show a little bit later too, and I'm trying to see if he's next to you, telling you what to say. I don't want him to help you. I want you to do this on your own. Did your father help you with the model, or did you do it on your own?
Yes, he helped me.
Oh, you're supposed to lie and say no, he didn't.
A little bit though.
Now let's talk about this stuff, Frankie. Let's see Jordan's stuff, okay? Look at this thing, man. Wow. This is what I think there's a box art, right? This is the AMT kit, Frankie. Jordan, this is the AMT kit that you did? Is it the AMT? Is it, Frankie?
Yeah. This is
the AMT one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a big model.
I'm pretty sure it's 1/72nd scale.
1/72nd scale.
Not gigantic.
For this guy
it's right
big.
behind him there. You can see it. It's not gigantic.
Big. That's right there. Look at Jordan standing with the model.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So Frank, you bring up one of those pictures. I want to see how we painted this guy and put this guy together.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah. I see you building it. Listen, that's proof. Look at this. What are you using? AK markers over here you used? Oh, you're doing...
Yep.
So what did you do here? You're using the real vehicle on the iPad as a reference, right?
I have a picture of a snow speeder, and in this picture I am drawing it with an AK marker.
Oh wow, how do you like those AK markers? Do you like them?
For the most part, if I were to exchange a part of them, it would be the part that makes it so that they leak.
Oh, okay. Look at this.
Well, we don't like them leaking, that's for sure.
No, I don't. I didn't realize that did they leak?
Yeah. So it's like a marker, but you have to press down on something to get all the ink in it. But if you press too hard, then all the ink will spill ink.
Right. So it's one of the nibs that move back and forth, or in and out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
To release the paint.
Look at this. So here you're doing the groundwork too over here. So what'd you do for the groundwork? What are you using there, Jordan? What are you using for the groundwork?
So for the ground, we used some soft flake snow.
Okay.
And we use some rock salt.
Oh wow, okay.
Rock salt. Nice.
Rock salt, interesting.
And then for marks for the snow spear that crashed, we use soil snow.
Okay. I see that. Look at this guy. We got to look at this. Is that Luke's when he gets like from Empire Strikes Back when he gets stepped on?
About to get stepped on.
Stepped on. Look at that.
See, like it's got
look at that
action to it, right?
Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, you could see where it went into the ground and slid across the ground, right, Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, that's how it is. Isn't Dak stuck in there somewhere?
Isn't what stuck in where?
Well, Dak was Luke's gunner on the back, right? Then I think he was left in there when he got crushed.
Well,
what's that, Jordan?
I can't remember if the snow spear that's about to get stepped on is Luke or someone else.
Okay, I'm trying to make you laugh a little bit. What is that? Did the snow speeders come with the model, or did you have to get them separate?
The snow speeders came with the model and a little turret.
Oh wow, okay. And I see how you got this guy. Oh, so that one, the other snow speed is doing the tow cables to trip him up, right?
Yeah,
it's got the tow cable there.
Yeah, I see. That's what I'm saying.
Look, but they had to add it. It didn't come with the kit.
They had to add it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that, huh? You did it great. Did you use the airbrush for this too, Jordan? Did you use an airbrush?
For this, we did not use an airbrush.
Oh, you painted this whole thing with markers or by hand?
I mean,
we used paint. We used markers, and I'm pretty sure we used a little bit of filling.
Oh wow. Okay. How was the kit? How'd you like building this kit?
Spray can.
It was stressful.
It is supposed to be stressful.
A lot of the time when we found Flash, it was in the one area that would make the whole kit break.
Okay. Well, did you lose your temper when it was frustrating, or what'd you say? What was something that you said when you were building it and it was frustrating? Did you say anything?
No.
Did your father say anything?
Yes.
I've been with your father on some build nights. I know what he can say when he's stressed out over a model. This is so cool. I listen, Jordan, you did I want to see, Frankie, do we have a bigger, look at the hand. Like, that's a big model right there. That's as big as Uncle Steve Santucci's head.
It looks battle fucking worn and shit, which is pretty cool. So
look at him. This is really, I love these actions. Yeah. Andrew, you're listening. You should submit these to fine scale for him. I think these pictures would be great. They would I think they would take these and make a nice little, this is a great little article, I think. right? Don't you think, Frank? With him
I
looking at the
agree.
model like
Sure.
that, I think that's great. Really nice. And this is other stuff that you're building, right, Jordan? You're doing like your father said you were doing the T-34 as well as the Spitfire or whatever that is.
Oh, that's in the wings.
Oh, but you're going to be doing the T-34.
Yeah.
Jordan, did you win? Did you win the Qatari at a show? Wasn't that a prize or something like that?
Yeah. My ATST got me first in class, and it got me the T-34 and a signed Spitfire.
That is fantastic. Look at that.
How old
And
are
now,
you, Jordan?
and now
again?
you're going to take it to nationals, which you're going to win there too. I hope.
Yeah.
How old are you, Jordan? Again?
Right now I am 10 years old.
10 years old. You're already getting the accolades like these serious competitive models out there. You're winning Qatari kits, prizes. You're doing better than Uncle Steve ever did at a show. Tooch, you could take pointers from this kid.
Oh, jeez.
Man, it's a great piece, and let me tell you, you did a great job with a 1980s.
Yeah. Did you do that
from the 80s? Yeah. It's not easy.
Did you do that ATST as well, Jordan, up there?
Yeah. The best part about doing modeling. The best part about doing modeling, when you have two kits that you take somewhere, that and one of them has come really well together, and then the other one you just built and you take it to a model show, you never know. That first kit that you got really good with, might come first again, and then in my case, I took the ATST and an X-Wing to a Hamilton one, and I came first and second.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Jordan, you definitely, listen, I'm looking at your work. For a 10-year-old, you're doing fantastic. You're actually probably the second best modeler in this room right now as we speak.
Yep, right after me, buddy.
Right,
good job.
You know, Frank, you ruined a good joke. You know that, Frank? You're not the funny man tonight.
Like nobody's tomorrow.
Jordan, so listen, man. So what's your next build? You did the AT. If you see the chat, I don't know if you could see it, but Uncle Frank was putting up the. But people are saying you did an excellent job. If anybody showed that to me and said, "How does this AT-AT look?" I would have never known it was done by you, 10-year-old kid. And it's awesome that you're doing it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know if your father hears this, but this is the truth.
Oh, he's hearing it. He's ringing you right now.
You are definitely the best modeler in the Misi family by far. Worlds ahead of what your father can ever do. I'm proud of you.
My father's the reason why I've done these models.
I know. That's awesome. And that's great that you do that. I'd rather you build models than sit in front of a TV screen or whatever and play video games all day. Or whatever the kids do today.
Like I always say, right, Jordan? You got
a little bit of video game,
a little bit of in moderation, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
But here's the thing: where you spend your time, right? Like I'm not a big video game guy, so when you're modeling, you have something to show for it physically. Here, look at what I built. Versus, I'm level whatever, and I got 13 stars and.
Listen,
digital shit.
Every December, I take a sabbatical, right, Rob? I play zombies on Call of Duty every year for a little while. You got to clean your plow. But listen, Jordan, you did a great job. We're proud of you, man. I really, really think you're doing a great job. And I want you to come on again on your next model that you're gonna do.
Yeah, man.
Right now I'm building a T-34.
I know we talked about that. The Dragon. That's great. Good. How do you like building that? Do you like doing the armor?
It takes forever.
You just built an NPC AT-AT, for God's sake. You could do that.
That took me 5 months.
Well, okay. But still, you'll build that tank a little faster than 5 months, I think.
Yeah.
You should. Well,
it's a dragon kit. He's 10 years old, man. Give him.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Slack.
What do you got to rush for?
Yeah.
Listen, next time your father's overseas, your dad was staying with me last year, or this year, earlier in the year. Next time your dad's here, Uncle Rob is going to make sure I give you some kits to build when you get home. All right? I promise.
And there you go, Jordan. I think your mom sees you, right? Is that your mom, Natalie?
Yeah.
There's
there
your
you
mom.
go.
Yeah, that's my mom.
There you go.
She says
Wave
proud
hi,
of
Mom.
you, and she should be.
Yeah, listen, Jordan, you very inspirational.
brother.
I'm telling you, you did. I think a lot of guys here. Listen, even the room has been more and more people have been joining, knowing that you're over here talking about your AT-AT and your models. I see. I should keep you on more often so we can get more viewers.
Uh-huh.
Right? I mean, Santucci usually declines when he's on. He's only on like once every 4 shows, and that you can tell by the ratings go. But you're here and they're up a little bit because you're kind of offsetting all the people who don't want to see Steve. You know.
Sorry,
He's laughing.
Steve.
I love it. Jordan, we appreciate you coming on, buddy. Okay.
Thanks, man.
I know your father's sitting next to you because your dad's going to be coming on a little bit later. So we're going to throw you backstage. Okay. You had fun? Did you have fun?
My father's in a whole nother room.
Oh, God.
And
Okay.
there he is.
And
There
he
he is.
should be.
Hold on, Jordan. One
No.
last point. Who's your favorite guy on the show? No pressure.
I feel like I do not want to answer that question.
Good
Great
man.
answer.
Man.
Awesome
But
answer.
if I
Played
were
the
to
fifth.
choose,
You guys have the fifth in New
I
Zealand.
played the
Can you
fifth.
plead the fifth in New Zealand? You don't have the you don't have amendments there. I don't think, right? All right, Jordan. You have a great time, buddy. We appreciate you being here, buddy. All right, we're gonna
See
put
you,
you
man.
backstage.
bye.
Have a
See you
great day.
later. What a good kid, man. Definitely takes after his mother. Can't be Andrew, that's for sure. All right, who are we bringing on? We're gonna bring our boy Chris.
Hey,
Chris, how we doing, man? We talked a little bit before the show. This is our first time meeting in person, right?
Yeah, Matt, doing great here. You know, it's
Yeah.
Friday night. I don't have a busy weekend for once, so I might actually get some bench time. I'm enjoying that, and
Yeah.
glad to be
Talk
here.
Models.
So.
That's what we got you here, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk models. You know what? We didn't do that with Adam or Jordan. Like we didn't have background. So like usually we try to just give a background of people. I assume people watching, a lot of our guys are watching. So I assume that I kind of gave a little background to Adam. He's Dr. Feelgood, but just a little background about yourself, Chris. So some guys get to know you, what you like to build, and so on and so forth. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm the token car modeler on your show today.
There you go.
That's pretty much all I do. Cars and trucks. You know, I have an airplane that's a work in progress that I started 2 years ago, and I pull it out every once in a while and do a thing or two on it, and then it just kind of goes back in the stack. But no, I got back into modeling after many, many years away in 2019. And from there, I was actually in restaurants professionally, restaurant management, and started a brand new restaurant management job in early 2020. And if you're a student of history, you know where this story is going. So COVID rolled around and I found myself unemployed and thought, you know, I've never been without a job for more than like a week and a half since I started working. I'm going to take some of this unemployment and I'm going to figure something else out. And I was just getting back into modeling then. And that was when 3D printing was really starting to come sort of into the consciousness of modelers. And my previous background was in 3D CAD drafting. So I thought, you know what? I have the tools I need to try and make a go at doing my own thing in this and not going out and finding another job. So I started a 3D printed car parts and accessories business. It was called Bolide Plastic Motorworks.
Okay.
Ran that for a couple of years. And then I started seeing more and more guys saying, you know, I want to start learning how to actually do the printing myself, but I don't know how it works. I don't know where to get good files to print. I don't know what I need. And I thought, you know, there should be something for those people. And that's kind of how the idea for Scale Speed Garage came around. That's been my full-time thing now for the last few years, just teaching model car and truck builders how to 3D print, helping them out when things go wrong, designing some really banging files for them. And so that's kind of how I came to be in the hobby as deeply as I am.
You know, you're more than welcome to promote that on our Facebook pages. Frank, what's the website? Do you have a website? Do you have a website? Do you do? Or?
Yeah, it's scalespeedgarage.com.
Frankie, scalespeedgarage.com. Get it up. That's awesome. And you're friends with BG and Jason and these guys. Again, I didn't vet you properly prior. If I would have known this before you got on, there would have been more discussion if we were going to allow it. But you know what? It's okay. Now we got the Model Car Mania podcast. They're going to be releasing that episode any day now, their first show. So that should be really good on there. So we're going to talk about your
really
stuff, Chris.
stoked for
Good?
that.
Let's start talking about some of your work.
Let's
here.
do it. What do we got first?
Frankie's the producer. So Frankie chooses what we're going to talk about, and we just go what we got. So what are we looking at here?
This is a really cool place to start. This is actually the model that got me into building models. I had an uncle who was a model car builder back in the day, and we were over at their house one day when I was like 7 years old, and he showed me his display case of all of his built models, and I was just kind of enraptured by it. And he said, you know what, why don't you go ahead and pick out a model, take anyone you like, right? And there were 70s era drag cars and some classics and everything else, and I didn't want to like grab for the shiniest, brightest, most flashy car, but this 40 Ford sedan just kind of caught my eye. And so this is the one he gave me 35 years ago.
Wow.
And it got me building models, and I've kept it all this time. Still have it as you're looking at it here now. It's a little bit weathered and a little bit dusty. And I originally was going to carefully disassemble it and like refurbish it and send it back to him as a gift, as a way of saying thank you for sparking this fire that's become one of the most important parts of my life. A good friend of mine, one of my model club buddies, said, no, you should keep that car exactly as it is. Build another one for him as a tribute build.
Yeah.
So that 40 sedan delivery that you see there. I write for Auto Modeler magazine as well. And in the issue that should be hitting mailboxes here in the next week or week and a half, I took Ford flathead engines from 4 different 3D printers and did like an old school Hot Rod magazine style engine shootout of these 4 Ford flathead engines. And the one you're seeing right there is from MCV Products, a really nice, heavily detailed, supercharged flathead V8. I didn't have an idea of where I wanted to put it, and I realized, you know what, that should go in this tribute build for my uncle. So that's going to go in this truck. You can see the gold wheel there sitting there. That's the wheels that I've picked out for it. And gonna do this one kind of a 2-tone, or actually probably a 3-tone. It's going to be bright red on the bottom, a really rich gold pearl on the top. I'm going to carry the gold pearl flake down over the bottom half, over the red as well. And then there'll be some little
MCV products. You said it is?
Yeah, MCV Products.
MCV, they're a sponsor of the new Model Car Mania show too. They're a sponsor of that.
Oh, okay, great. Really was impressed with the detail on this engine, and so I'm really going to be proud to put it in this build and
that's
and
great.
send it
That
off.
looks great. That looks great. So when you're painting this, Chris, so this is all brush, or are you doing any airbrushing? It's all by brush?
No, this is all airbrush.
All airbrush, really? Okay.
Yeah. So this comes in multiple pieces. I don't have the best steady hands, so I avoid brush painting if at all possible. So this was airbrushed. Yeah, I don't have the dexterity to paint real sharp lines and whatnot by hand. So this is
painted enough and all that bullshit too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is like an the paint is from I'm drawing a blank right now on where the paint's from. It's a red enamel model paint. Used a lot of all-clad throughout, so all-clad chrome, magnesium, and flat aluminum, some gold there on the carbs. yeah, really enjoyed putting this engine together, and really gonna enjoy putting the rest of this sedan delivery together. It's gonna sit on a chassis, a custom chassis that I designed and 3D printed. This one is one that I haven't released out into the world yet. It's just an exclusive to me right now, but it'll sit low, so it'll have that kind of low show custom look to it.
This is
All right.
All your own design and everything. Yeah. Sorry.
This one is not.
Okay.
This so this next image here, I've got like 3 projects. Truthfully, I've got like 15 projects in progress right now. Thank you, Russ. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate that. This is a 3D print that I did. These files are not mine. These files come from MCS Design on Colts 3D. It's not super clear from the photo what this is. This is actually a Tesla engine or a Tesla motor. Sorry.
Is it going to burn? Is it going to blow up?
And hopefully not.
Don't they explode and like this like spontaneously combust or something?
Well, when they light on fire, they don't go out. Yeah. That's
Yeah. So yeah, I really wanted to. I wanted to do a build with an EV motor ever since I saw that the files were available for this, and most car guys already are like pretty anti-EV. I thought, what if we take that further? What could I put this in that might piss off the purists the most?
I love it.
And from that, this concept was born of putting a Tesla motor into a 29 Ford Model A Roadster.
Is that like sacrilegious?
Normally, I hope so. I aim to be as sacrilegious as possible as often as possible.
That's great.
So, yeah, that one's another sort of concept.
What is this?
Just starting.
What is this?
And this last one here is my wife and I just went on a little weekend getaway for our anniversary. And I always like to build a model when I'm on vacation. I always try and finish the entire model while I'm on vacation. That didn't quite end up happening here. I'm putting the finishing touches on it this weekend. But this is a round about a 1967-68 Datsun Roadster. Okay. And so I picked this up, when we were trying to figure out where to go for a little weekend getaway. My wife said, well, we could go to where your favorite hobby shop in the world is located, and you could go to your favorite hobby shop. And I said,
that's a good wife you got there, Chris. Wow. Yeah. You got a really trained up. Well,
you know what? I do. She, and she said, I am happy to sit and read a book in the same room that you're building a model in.
My wife that's what she does. Read books, whatever. She's in her own little land. But that's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, this one, I just today was working on it a little bit, and the rear suspension and axle that you see there were really fighting me, and trying to push the wheels onto the ends of the axles. I ended up snapping a bunch of stuff and having to kind of re-glue stuff into place. And this is going to be one that'll look good on the shelf, but if you flip it over, it's definitely going to have some issues. So
you're having fun with it, right? I mean, that's what it's about, right, Rob?
Yeah,
having fun?
Yeah, man. That shit don't matter. Like fucking the stuff that's going to be seen. You try your best, but if it fails or breaks or whatever, but you can still save it from the outside, then who cares? You probably just learned something. Like what not to do, right?
Exactly.
But that's where it's at. Like you can't let that shit frustrate you.
Well, Rob, when you're testing out your oil paints or something, or the weathering, what do you do on the bottom of the model?
Yeah, I start on the bottom.
Start on the bottom,
inside of road wheels, whatever, and just try and get a feel for how certain colors are going to work with certain colors, like So
yeah,
totally.
Yeah. What do we got here?
So there's the body taped off in that picture for doing the chrome trim on the side. Jordan was talking earlier about the AK markers, and I've really been digging those AK real color markers lately myself.
Okay.
So I actually painted on the stripes with the AK aluminum marker rather than trying to
How do you
do
like
bare
it? How'd
metal.
you like it?
I love them. They cover so nicely, and the great thing that I found out about it is, like I said, my hands are kind of shaky. If you go over a little bit, you can just go in with like one of the little fine Q-tips and wipe away the overage.
Is it better? Is it better to do the markers on like a primer underneath it, or I guess right? It should be primed first before you use those markers. Would you say?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't put it on bare plastic. But over primer, but it goes over primer just fine. It goes over gloss paint just fine. So there's the Tesla motor with the Model A.
So it's going to be exposed then.
That's the kit that I did, the rat one.
Oh yeah,
I did. Is that kit?
Yeah, that's the kit you did, right?
Yeah.
Get an idea of the scale there. Oh yeah, it's going to be exposed.
So that thing's okay. So when 2 pictures back or whatever, where it showed the engine popping way out the top, that's the way it's going to look. Ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The engine is always a centerpiece of a hot rod build like this, and I'm
totally.
Again, the idea is to be a little sacrilegious, to kind of put something on the show table that people are going to stop and say, "Whoa."
No, I like that though. Yeah, but that's good though. That's what it's about. Be different. Do something different.
That's what you got to do.
What you got to do?
One of my buddies was like, "Oh, you're going to have to cover that up. You're going to have to like put the hood on it." And I said, "Hell no, I'm not.
You can't
cover that thing up. I've heard that before.
Yeah, there ain't no hood on this fucking thing. Sorry.
Get arrested for fraud with that thing.
Yeah.
What do we got here in your hands? What is this? The paint? The paint?
Yeah, so that's going to be the color I'm going to do. It's a color of paint that I picked up from the scale finishes table at GSL back in 2023. It's this really beautiful pearl color from Did Spade from Scale Finishes called Carbon Steel Pearl. And it is kind of this light gray pearl with this really lovely, almost sort of bluish lilac tint to it. And I knew I wanted to use it on something. I hadn't figured out what, and I thought this is the car that I think it's going to look great on. So
does it require gloss black underneath, or what's the?
Yeah, I'm going to do some spoon tests first. I might actually try it over like a medium gray and see how that looks.
Glossy though, right?
Yep, it'll be glossy.
Yeah.
That's so cool, yeah. No, I'm sorry, I missed it. That's a enamel paints or lacquer based, or is that a
this one's a lacquer. Scale Finishes does some enamels and some lacquers. That's a lacquer, so that'll require a clear coat over the top. But when I was doing that engine shootout, actually with those 4 flatheads, I finally got. I'm relatively new to the airbrush, and that project was when I finally kind of nailed thinning out enamel paints, and I'm hooked. It's so cool watching that paint go on and already build up a gloss just as you're painting the color coat.
I remember years ago.
Have you tried lacquers? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I shoot a lot of lacquers.
Yeah. I miss the days of people like, oh, Riv, you painted? Yeah, I painted. Doing Humbrol back in the day. Woo. Humbrol.
That's all enamel though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but Humbrol. Well, you have
they came in the little tins. I got a bunch of them that I never used.
And we had John Steyman in the waiting to come on. I could see him backstage. He's probably gonna nod his head, but when you used to spray Humbrol enamels through your airbrush, when you used to dinner with Humbrol enamel dinner without a spray booth, you'd kill yourself. You know,
Right.
now I there's lingering effects as I sit here, I forget. I'm like, it must have been when I was spraying Cumbrel back in the day, because that was the best paint. I still believe it's still some of the best paint ever. You can never
Enamels
beat
spray
them.
awesome, man.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Silk.
they do.
You can never
Yeah.
screw it up.
You just got to be patient, which I'm not. So
Amazing,
lacquers are where
man.
it's
Yeah.
at for me.
I miss
Boom,
those
dry.
days, man. I miss those. My wife complaining about acrylics while she's doing her nails with the acetone sitting in the bathroom.
Oh,
Right over
acrylic.
the thing. I'm like, Debbie, it stinks up here. What are you
It
doing?
smells like
I'm thinking-
water.
I'm like, it's like crazy. I was like, I thought you were using like the non-acetone. She's like, it didn't work as good. Oh yeah, so now it's okay to use the acetone and put your freaking head over it. But when I'm downstairs, you know, using my Timmy extra thin, you come running down like a maniac because I spilt a little on my table. And you see, and,
Rob,
and
you
your
should
wife
give
is letting you
enamels-
build on vacation. My wife's complaining about smell of glue.
Rob, you should give enamels another shot and pick up a bottle of enamel hardener from Scale Finishes. It drastically increases or shortens the cure time and helps.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's an
More
important
gloss too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, with the
Like Kevin
Alclad
just said.
system, you use the gloss black, and that's an enamel.
Yep.
All the way. That shit makes me fucking feel nauseous when I spray it.
Yeah, it
Like,
does. Well, dude,
I
when you
don't
spray-
like it.
Rob, not kidding when I say this. When you spray your head, you're literally like, we watch.
Well,
you
I'm watching what
airbrush.
I'm doing.
Most people airbrush. It's like their hand is like extended, right, Frank? Like a fire extinguisher. Rob is
No,
he's
I'm
like
watching what I'm doing.
like,
In
you know
Rob's
what it is?
defense, I do the same thing. So
You're sort of like, you know, like when you're urinating in a urinal and you're looking straight down. That's how you are when you're spray airbrushing. Like you're right above the spray.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Is there any more pictures?
I just saw a comment from.
Who's this? From who?
I was going to say I just saw a comment from Kevin that came up saying nail polish is my favorite, and I just played around with that recently as well. And
you sprayed you painted one of your models in the nail polish?
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
enamel paint. That's what it is. You thin it with enamel thinner.
I
and
ghosted
you
on some
spray it.
flames on a hot rod with it.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Language. We got a little kid on.
It goes on thin.
He's fine.
Usually you have to thin it out so much that it does go on thin. So if you're really looking for a bold saturation, you're probably going to do a bunch of coats. But I found it painted great. Yeah.
I can picture Rob Adams at a model show. Wow, that's really nice. What paint did you use? Essie, Revlon.
Yeah,
I know those. I know Essie because my wife.
I've got a guy local to me that he does like the most amazing pinstripe. He's into like 0.5 millimeter pinstripes and shit, and he sprays all of his stuff with nail polish, all of it. Awesome. So it's possible. Well, not saying it's what every other everybody wants to do, but it's possible.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, we're gonna move on. Chris, it was great having you on the show. We really appreciate you coming on. I really do appreciate it. Right. And make sure you're a car guy. So keep an eye out for that first Model Car Mania podcast from those crazy guys over there on the car podcast. Should be good.
I sure am.
Yeah. Hope they do more than one episode. We'll see how it goes. Their first episode. They might be one and done. We don't know. We'll see how it goes.
They'll be fun.
Nah, we'll figure it out. Chris, thanks a lot for being here.
We're
going to get Dwayne on next, and then we're going to get John on. John's over there fidgeting. I can see him. He's tapping his feet left and right.
He wants to go feed some shit to his plants.
Yeah, look at him. All right, hold on. We got to get Chris. Where's Chris on the screen? Oh, here he is. There we go. All right, we're going to bring Dwayne on. Where the hell's Dwayne? There we go. Yo, you're muted. There you go.
I just saw it. Yeah.
Dwayne, what's going on, buddy?
Guys?
Glad you're here, man. How you been? All right. Well, you were in the room not too long ago, right? If like it was maybe.
Yeah, no, I pop in and out on occasion. I want to say probably last year I was in a bunch. Right. I feel like the only thing I've worked on for the last 2 years is Batman or just 80s movie stuff.
No,
so
but
I did the 2022 Batmobile, and I was always in there during that build because I was trying to.
Well, I know you did the Batwing. We're going to look at that, but listen, this is why this is a good show because we got guys doing, we got people doing what you're doing, sci-fi comic. We got like Jordan doing AT-ATs. We got Chris doing cars. We got Adam doing everything. So we're going to be looking at your stuff.
Awesome.
Wow, look at this thing. Wow, this is
I know.
great. Wow, we got this is out. Look at this thing. We got, first of all, what kit is it? Now, this is the Batwing from the Tim Burton one, right? With Michael Keaton,
That's correct.
right?
Yep.
So,
This is the old AMT kit. So
wow.
this is probably about 3 months of work, and I would say 85% of that was just dry fitting and putting things on. I went to Wonderfest last year and found a guy who had a bunch of resin garage kit pieces for it. So the guns are resin, the whole cockpit's resin.
Oh, wow.
And then I did a project for my brother, and he found the kit. His roommate had the kit, and so he's like, "Here you go."
These are great pictures too. Great pictures.
Thanks. I got a little light box, and I took it with my cell phone. I'm really impressed with how it came out.
Listen, what were you gonna say, Toots? You're gonna say something?
No, I'm just leaning in to look.
No, I want to bring this up. I want to make this a little bigger. You know what? I think with the gradient, and my buddy John is backstage, and I'm yelling at him for taking pictures with this gradient gray background. I'm like, white background. But let me just take the overlay off a little bit too, Frankie.
Yeah, but this makes sense with this type of subject.
Yeah, let me get rid of the overlay really quick. This is excellent. You know what? I kind of like that first picture, how it's the backside, how that would be if you were to display it like that on a model table, like if it's going in front of the moon, like in the movie.
So that's exactly what's going to happen to it. I finished the kit now, and I found a 40 centimeter light that is going to be the base for it, and then I'm going to mount it vertically. So it is going to be that shot.
Where
just because that's 8-year-old me has always loved that shot.
Yeah.
And so this was all about bringing that out. And I can't wait for you guys to see that when that's all done. But
you got the nice razor edges on everything.
So
the sharpness,
I was gonna say the thing that's really fun with this and with sci-fi kits in general is that and you guys have this too, you're always working off of a reference. And the reference that I found was Adam Savage, I don't know, 2 years ago or a year ago, went and found the prop. They still have the prop, and they were auctioning it. And so I went to the auction site and I grabbed every picture I could of this thing, and I built it out. And if you look at the prop itself, it's built for shooting. So the whole right side, there's no decals, there's no detail on it. The guns on the nose are missing, and so it was really about finding that, looking at the movie reference, and then just sort of following my heart to what the little details needed to be to get this to feel right.
Tim Berg is asking, are those LED lights in it? Is that what that is?
Yes. So all of my LED lights are Evans Designs. I put those together. Inside it's got fiber and an LED for the cockpit. And I'll talk about that in a minute because the build room for you guys, I wound up in the build room for 10 minutes and solved the problem with Jeff Hearn. So I had to get these to fit, and they're 0.15 millimeter LEDs, but they were still just too small. And then everything else was way too big. And so Jeff gave me the tip of burning the tip of them or getting it close to flame, and it caused them to mushroom, and I was able to pressure fit and then put them in. And then I just used shrink wrap and tape and everything, and I built that in. And then to light block, all this aluminum foil in the back is a 4 millimeter styrene tube with an LED in there, and then I just taped it all together using HVAC tape. And so it fully light seals it. And then the HVAC tape is a perfect reflector, and it carries all of that right through the fiber into the cockpit. Yeah. And so that's him. The kit, Batman, if I showed it to you, was the worst thing of the kit. And so I wound up buying a statue off of eBay, a 1/24 scale 3D printed statue, and then just went to town. His legs are the original kit legs, but then I cut that in half. I put the shoulders on and just reformed all of it and squeezed it in there and got it together. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, does the Batman come with the kit? Does he come with it or no?
No, that's what I'm saying. There was a Batman that came with the kit that he had a mud face. Right. So no, this was a statue, and I put it together. And then in the close up, you can see that every Batman I've ever put together, I have broken an ear on.
Oh.
This is no different.
Okay.
Because there's always at some point in the middle of the project where it literally would just jump out of my hands.
I didn't
and hit the
notice
floor.
that until you mentioned it.
They're fragile.
Oh, exactly right.
Really?
But this was so much fun. Being able to get the tones right. I spent a lot of time. I think I met you guys at MFCA. I met Tucci at MFCA last year, and so to get them to talk about like shadow and light, I was really impressed with the.
Yeah, you
the
got to
heat
talk
and-
about the paint job that you did on this. So I see you doing
Yeah.
what you're doing now. So just give this. Let's talk about how you did the paint job because it's. I mean, listen, it's a black, right? The bat.
Yes,
was black.
exactly.
Well, he's
So
black.
So it shows up on film as black, but the filming model is actually a ton of very dark metallics, and that was probably the hardest part for me. Is that like it's this brown metal kind of thing, and so I did a lot of modulation. I wound up using a ton of mahogany surfacer, and I did tests. So this is a lot of the testing that I did to try to get that right to see if what grays would work. I wound up just erasing that wing and then redoing it. So it's just mahogany and black doing modulation. There's an I think it was you guys had Brian Denclaw on a couple
Brian was
weeks
on.
ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
He has a metal paint that he recommended on one of these things that he was on in the last month, and so I picked some up, and that's the whole nose, and then the wings are just dark iron, and I think it's Odocan, which is like a mecha paint, and so I got them together, and then the modulation did all the rest of the work, and then I did oils on top of that to really like get the streaks and stuff. This here is just like the hardest part for me in this kit was like none of this detail exists on the bottom of the model. Like this is all flat. There's no like place for landing gears or anything because it's a model like on a stand. So I had to find the right thing at the scale of 1/24th to get like the bays to fit right. And then on top of that, the kit goes together like a 35-year-old AMT kit. So
that's terrible.
like,
I have two of them, and I'm like, yeah.
And yeah, so when you're putting the wings on, I just went through my evergreen stash and I used extra thin and I slammed it in there, and then I just took a flat razor blade and just shaved off what I could, and then sealed it. It's not perfect to my eye, but it's not discernible unless you're really looking for it, like those seams. But I've never seen anyone do this kit where those seams aren't apparent.
This is outstanding. This outstanding work.
Appreciate it.
I love this shot. This shot here, and the other shot is I want to bring this break again. Like you can really see, especially on the closer to the camera, the modulation that you did on the wings, and it really does stand.
Yeah,
like,
so
it makes it.
But you can also see where he's setting it up for it to be propped up 90 degrees, right? Like it's all bright on the top.
Well, so the actual kit is like that too. The actual model was like that. And so it was really about like, and I mean, for them, they're trying to shoot it for studio lighting to get it onto film stock. And so once you look at it in the movie, it looks like a black thing, but it's all these browns and like it catches light in an interesting way. And when I got to see the actual model, there's all this silver on the edge of the wings and on the tips of the nose. And so it was really about getting that to show up but not overpower everything else.
The point I was trying to get at there, was at the top of the wings, because you're going to do it so it's going up against the moon, right?
Yep.
So you've highlighted all the tops.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Setting that up, right? Which is, this picture looks fine the way it is, but that's
there you go.
There you go.
Yep.
See?
Well, if the moon's behind it, it wouldn't be illuminating the front of it, though, right? If it's behind you.
No,
it wouldn't. But what I'm saying is he's showing at the tops where it's still a little bit more illuminated.
Right. I think that looks great. It makes
He's setting it up.
Yeah. So like the goal of this is that like, I mean, in the movie, it's a 5-inch, like for them to get the shot, it's just this little thing with lights. And I was like, I want to do that, but I want you to be able to just like go all the way in. And that's also why like Batman is posed that way, because it's just as he's about to like pull and turn away.
Yeah.
And so
there was a lot of models involved with that whole thing.
Yeah. But the main shooting model they used was super helpful.
That's the best scene in the movie.
Exactly right.
Exactly right. My balloons. Why didn't he tell me I had one of those things?
Exactly.
Gun.
That's exactly right. And then the other thing about the kit was that the decals were terrible. And so like everything about this kit, like I've done, all of these are firsts. Like I've never worked with LEDs before. I've never worked with fiber before. I've never modified a resin figure before. But it was like the kit gave me a problem, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna knuckle down and solve this. So like the wings right now are just the little flaps are sticky tacked on, just so that way once I'm at the moon, I can get the rest of that like exactly the way that I want it. But I just don't know what it's gonna look like.
You'll have this
there.
MFCA next year.
This will be at MFCA next year. It's going to go to Wonderfest next year, and it's going up to PACCon this weekend. So I'm literally talking to you guys and going to bed.
PAXCon, yeah, it's going to be down there in Maryland. The geeks.
No, PACCon up in Massachusetts.
I think it's
the other one. The other.
Hold on, so there's PAXCon and
PACCon is next weekend. Yeah,
there's
this
PAX
whole
and PAC.
this whole month is like it's insane. Yeah, it's
Omicron
and
is
then
next weekend too.
Yep, and then there's something else going on too. Yeah, there's the whole East Coast is blowing up model shows over the next 3 weeks.
I'm going to put it out there that, and I hope some people from Omicron guys, AMPS guys, which I'm obviously the second VP of the East, so, but I don't, I'm not involved in the club that does Omicron. They got to think a little bit before they schedule these shows to see what else is scheduled on those same weekends, because it is impactful to your show. You're going to have, you got PAXCon down in Maryland. That's a big show. They get like 800 to 1,000 models there. Yep. And then you got this PACCon. You said it's in Massachusetts, and there's another show on this Sunday, right? Isn't the Jason
PACCon is Sunday? PAXCon is next weekend. Wheels, not Wheels and Wings. There's something. God, I can't remember the name.
What's
of it.
The one that Jason Hanscom they're going to be at? It's his club. It's the Justin's going for Rob. What is it called? The Great Plastic. Frankie, help me out here.
That one I don't remember.
Sorry. Great Lakes.
No, Great Lakes is in Michigan. We're talking about.
Is that the one that's at the Heritage?
One in Mass.
Or is it?
Yes, I'm going to the American Heritage one.
Yeah, that's called like the.
There you go. Yeah.
What's it called? Jason, you're not here tonight. You know what? We have to talk about your status too now with the insanity. But yeah, no, but this is Dwayne. I'm very impressed with this. This is outstanding work. This just not only the build. Put aside the build. Talk about the paint job on that thing. That's not easy. Not easy.
And like I did a lot of like looking at other modelers and what they've done for this. Like, it's always just flat black and like just like. I mean, we've talked about that every time I've been in the build room, right? Like, what's the rule about black?
No, you can't do flat.
Don't
black.
Ever.
No.
Like it doesn't read. It doesn't feel right. And so whenever you get something like this is the perfect example of like, there's no black on it. The darkest I get is NATO black and these like little channels, but like everything else is metallics and playing with oils. And like, if you ever feel the need that you have to, something just needs to be black, like run in the other direction as fast as you can.
Right.
Because there's so much more there that you can express in the piece. It just like,
here's an interesting thing. So if you have a dog that has black on them, any of you have a dog or a cat or whatever that has black on them. Okay, when direct sunlight hits that black, it ain't black. It's brown.
Yeah, right. Yep.
It's very, very, very dark brown. My wife still can't understand that concept. And I'm like, how do you not see it? She can't see it, but it's true.
You sure
it's
you're
not black.
When this light,
it's brown.
You sure you're not like feeling good? You're partaking in your crops, as we
even throw a jet black cat outside in the bright sunlight and it'll look brown, not black.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of brown in there, and like it just gives you a lot more room to like bring things up and bring things down when you just have it toned in there. It's a lot of fun.
No, Dwayne, listen, I appreciate you coming on, man. That's really great stuff. We got to get you on again.
I have a ton of 80s movie stuff if you guys want to do. RoboCop. I got
him and RoboCop. Rob Adams is a big RoboCop.
Yeah, man. I got a big Ed 209 behind me here where I've been thinking about like rejuvenating him too, because I'm like
I did the Modelroid one, the 191, and
that's the one. There's a lot of seam work to do. Holy fuck, a lot.
I didn't do a perfect job with it, but 100%. and their seams are always right on the front of the thighs, so it's like the first place your eyes go, and
they're
that's
really deep, so it's going to require like more than one coat and stuff. So it's an undertaking.
We'll definitely get you on again, though, Dwayne. We'll definitely get you on again and talk about some of the other stuff. That's why we like to do this, to get people on that might not necessarily get a chance to show all their work on something. That's what this is for.
Yeah, I finished it. I literally finished it Wednesday, and I was like, oh, I sent it to you, I think, an hour later. I was just like,
no, that's I'm glad you did, and I'm glad. I know you originally like, I can't, like you messaged me and you're like, I can't come on, but next time, and then you send me your stuff and like, wait a minute, are you coming on now?
Yep.
Like,
here we are. I got it done finally.
No, I'm glad you came on, Dwayne. We really appreciate it. We got 4 more guys waiting to come on. So
all right,
we're already at an hour.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot, Dwayne, for coming on. But you can stay
right.
backstage if you want. We this room, so we're good. All right, but thank you. We're gonna get Dr. John Steyman on.
Oh no,
Dr. John Steyman. If those who don't know John Steyman, Dr. Steyman, DDS. No, it's not DDS. Just something else. You're DMD.
Yeah.
DMD, because he's this guy. John's one of my longest termed friends in this hobby. You know, John, 25 years almost, I think, from back in the day. The old World War II model maker days, old missing links, the days of the old. I miss those days. Don't you miss those days though? A little bit.
Yes.
The hobby was a lot different back then. It really was.
Yeah.
A lot different back then. We had a good time. A lot of great modelers used to, it was a lot different back then,
But I don't miss my Aztec airbrush.
No, but we had a good time, John. And John, and listen, John is one of the reasons why I'm do what I do today. If it wasn't for John, I would not be involved in a lot of the things that I do in the hobby today if it wasn't for John. So that's me getting a little sentimental, and I appreciate him. So we're going to talk about we're going to talk about a couple of things that you sent over, but one of them is a collaboration that you and I have been doing for the last 5 years.
5.
Right. It's called John's very moody. John gets moody. So when he's moody, he doesn't participate. And then when he gets back, right, Steve, tell me.
No, that's why John and I get along so well.
Yeah,
we've got a common enemy, and it's Rob Riv.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a foil. He's our foil.
You're right.
So hold on.
Right.
So do you want to talk about the little projects, or we just want to talk about the Fallen?
You can talk about whatever you like.
Well, you know what, Frankie? I know John sent a lot of pictures. Most of them is the Fallen Dio that we collaborated on, but the other one is, I think John has one of he's got like a Tiger One Dio that he's been working on in there. You also sent over what's the other one there? You sent over a couple of things. There's Frank. That's from the Fallen. No, that's still the Fallen. That's the toy car.
Yep, that's the toy. Yep.
Let's go. Let's start with the Verfallen. So bring up the pictures of the Yag Tiger, Frank, because I built that and John painted it. We're going to make just the tank really quick, and then we'll get to the Verfallen. There we go.
Here it is.
That's the painted job. I know there's a picture of the built one. Do you see a picture of the built one, Frank? There's a couple of pictures.
Lots of pictures. Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna put some. We're gonna get them all in here, and Frank, we're gonna talk. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, hold on.
That what happened?
Nothing.
So okay, this is the story about how Verfallen became. This was actually in an issue of We did this as a collaboration for Military Modelcraft, like 5 years ago, and was it 4 years ago? 4 years ago. So this particular model is the Tamiya Yag Tiger that I built. Aber and everything, model cast and tracks. I'm sure you hated these. You hated these tracks, right?
Yes, I melted them at least a dozen times.
So we're at an ArmorCon. I'm gonna get rid of the overlay. So we're at an ArmorCon up in Connecticut, and I brought a bunch of stuff on for display. And I said to John, John, go pick something and paint it up. And he comes back. He's like, I'm taking the Yag Tiger. And I was hoping he wasn't picking the Yag Tiger, but he picked the Yag Tiger. So John takes the Yag Tiger. He's got this grandioso. Is that the word, Tooch? Grandioso?
Yeah, grandiose.
things that he wants to do. He wants to do it in a dio, but to do it, Frank, he's like, dude, you glued everything on, but I only tack it on. All of a sudden, I'm on with him on video, and I just see him pull out a razor saw. What the freaking model? He's cutting off the mantlet. He's cutting this. He's taking this. He's breaking this off. He's taking the roof off. I said, John, what are you doing? He's like, don't worry about it. So make a long story short, it actually worked out great. So we're going to show some painted pictures of it. So I want you to talk about it, John. So I built this, so you can't really talk about the build. It's the Tamiya kit with all Aber photo etch and.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you got to talk a little bit about the build.
All right. So go back to one more. Just go back to the build really quick. One more second, Frank, and then we'll have him talk about the painting and stuff.
Because the build here is really important because all that stuff that you did, right? All those weld seams and all that stuff is what makes it pop at the end with pin wire.
Right.
Without that, it wouldn't be nearly as dramatic.
I appreciate that. Yeah, this was a fun. I really enjoyed this kit. And if anybody builds the Tamiya Yag Tiger, the one thing is they based the Yag Tiger that the kit is based on is the one that was at Aberdeen. And that particular Yag Tiger, when they found it, the barrel, right, John, was recoiled, was
stuck in recoil. Yeah.
Stuck in recoil. So the barrel in the kit is too short by a decent amount of measurement. So the barrel has to be replaced. You cannot use the kit barrel. It is way too short. For some reason, they didn't realize it. Those guys from Tamiya or whoever got the measurements were like, the barrel is really small. But I built this at a time before there was 3D printed tracks. So I built this model. How many years ago did this kit come out? 10 years ago?
At least.
So I built this model maybe like 10 years ago, or maybe not 10, maybe 8 or 9 years ago, but it was before 3D printed tracks came on the scene. So there was no 3D printed tracks available. So you either had Fruhl, you had model casting at the time. So I used my model casting tracks, and unfortunately they do not do well with enamel thinners and stuff. They fall apart. A lot of the white, like especially where the well beads are, or where the cuts are, like where the front part of the hull is, for some reason, to me, it's like it's devoid of detail, and you have to bring it up a few millimeters. So that's why it's filled in with some sheet stock, and then it's all the weld beads are done on all the fittings. All the tools have weld beads around it, and like John says, it helps bring out all the washers and everything out. So it's a fun build, and I enjoy. I'm doing this in 48 scale right now as we speak, but with I cut out and I did the Porsche suspension.
I'm not painting it.
No. That's gonna be for Steel Masters too. I told you I'm doing that for that. So, we'll do some painted pics, Frankie. Look at this thing. So, talk about it, John. This is great.
So that's an in progress paint.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the scheme is not real because they all had 3-color camo, and that was the end of it. Totally boring. I hate 3-color. It's like it's not interesting to look at.
Right.
So I just said, you know what? We're gonna have a little fun with this. Who cares, right? So I was just leafing through some old magazine, and I saw this super hard edge, almost like something you'd see on a ship, like a dazzle pattern. And I said, that's it. And out came the Tamiya tape, and we ended up with hard edge.
Right. I like that you did this though, and it's a good take on it because it makes the Yag Tiger, it's darker. I like that. Like you made the model a little bit darker. So this is what you did. You do a lot of the white and black, right?
Yeah, all the pre-shades are black and white. Some of it's hard to see in the photos. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at it, and I can see where it's much darker lower than it is as we go higher. It's all Zolinthial lighting.
Right.
So the very tippy top is fairly bright compared to like the areas right above the tracks.
Right.
You want to drop back a picture? I mean, black and white's black and white. I mean, it's just, if you figure the light's coming from the top, and you just, anything that's exposed to that is bright, everything below that is shadow. No,
right.
The engine deck.
Yeah, the engine deck pick, Frankie?
Yeah, there you go. So this is probably about halfway through. You can see where I pulled the engine hatch off. I didn't break it, but this is just the low level chipping that started here. This is done with fine brush and some sponge work, and basically I just use all the anything that goes to the airbrush is for me. It's Tamiya. The only thing that I can spray really well. But everything else that happens is all Vallejo stuff. So, trying to find the matching colors can sometimes be a chore, but I think that it really creates a lot of contrast, and
Rick Lawler's giving you saying hello to you, John.
Rick, hi Rick. Long time no see, man.
Yeah.
So, a lot of this stuff, I learned along with Rick at Planet Armor. You remember Planet Armor?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's great. That was great.
So this is an ass pick for Rob.
Yeah, this is great. You know what? This is a good idea. This is a nice shot that you took of this. You know what? And Dave didn't use this Andy didn't choose this for the layout. I don't know if Andy was doing the layouts then. Maybe not. Maybe Andy was doing the layouts in 21. But this is a great shot of seeing the detail and all that detail popping from the way you painted it. That's for sure. And I like what you did because you pulled off part of the jack bracket. You see how you removed it as if it broke off?
Yeah.
And the weld bead's still there. That turned out great. Did you break it by accident or did you do it on purpose?
On purpose.
All right. I don't know if that
I didn't break anything by accident that I didn't repair.
Well, I remember you breaking the bottle apart. I was having a heart attack. It's like, what are you doing? No, this is great. So what are your tones for the rust over there on the exhaust? I see the base on that exhaust rust. What were you doing?
The exhaust, there should be a series of pictures for the exhaust. That's the life color set.
Yeah.
But this is more back end. Here you can see that this is a really good picture to show the tonal variety, right? The back plate slopes in, right? So it's shadow.
Yeah, no, I can see that. You know what? I'm glad Rick was here because I got to give Rick one of my bills next time I see him and see if he can do better.
He probably can. I think Rick still can see better than I do now.
Yeah, it's probably true. And you added the grenade. One thing that you did add to it is, Frankie, go back one picture again. You added those the grenade or whatever, the racks or like the protection above the exhaust, the intakes on the rear. I didn't do that. You did that on your own. You added that to that, right?
Yes, because a lot of the pictures showed them.
And you know what? It also added a nice bit of color too, right? Because you rusted them up.
Yes, because I really got to play with some really varied rust tones.
Right.
Now, so, my father, before we moved to Vermont, we lived in Philadelphia. He had a heavy industrial machine shop. They also sold industrial machinery, but they built railroad cars. And so there was always steel plate lying around. And it was kind of my inspiration for, how that steel rusts.
Right.
Paint. Yeah.
I mean, listen, we all see something rusting, right? Frankie, you probably do it. You see something rusting, Rob Toots, you walk past it. You're like, I got off the train at Penn Station with my wife last time we were in the city off at dinner. And I stop and she's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, I'm not looking. I'm taking pictures. Is there rust on that pipe?
Yeah.
What I appreciate the most about that paint job is how all the hard lines are blended in. So they don't look, it's not like a hard edge fucking like stand out in your face camouflage. It's all weathered.
Right. It weathers he did a great job on it.
That's what I appreciate about that.
Yeah.
Is you've achieved a hard line camo with soft line shit and made it all work.
Well, listen, and it's good to see John back. And me and Dave and myself, well, it was more Dave, but he's like, we're gonna get John Steyman out of hibernation. We're publishing one of his old articles that we never did. And there's John, just like bait, right back, right, Tooch? He's back.
I'm so happy he's back. I really do. There's one person outside of Frank Donati that I miss. It's John, because John, you've kept in touch. When you saw my post, you say, "Hey, do this." Why don't you try that? So he's the one that pushes.
Well, what's the one thing that you say? What's in this is a serious thing. What do you say, John? What's the one advice John always said about when it comes to painting? Lighten it till it hurts.
You talking to me or Tooch?
Tooch.
Yeah, no.
The advice that he gives
lighter,
you.
lighter, the more lighter, the better.
Make it lighter until it
Don't be
hurts.
afraid,
You
yep.
don't be afraid.
Because your weathering is going to tone it all down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
have to overcompensate. You gotta have like wags.
Hold
big
on,
dick
and this
around.
is and I quote John Steyman to this day. There's another thing that I always say. What do I say, Tooch? Let's see if you know. There's nothing you can't
and
fix
so
on a model.
Right,
This
it's
picture
plastic.
is a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
One time,
Is
John
how
was
it's managed to achieve all this,
Right.
but with sharp lines and everything.
right. John
That
one time
is
painted
not
an
fucking
auto
easy to do.
blinder. Right? Yes, you're exactly right. One time, John painted an auto blinder. Remember? And you fucking did something with like one of the markings. And it messed the whole side up, and all you did was repaint just that one panel. Blended it in,
up.
and that. And in the article you wrote, there's nothing you can't fix. Don't throw it away. Just fix it and you'll never know.
Yeah, it's true.
So what do we got here, John? You got a nice impact mark here. There's a little hold on, there's a happy accident there because the chipping on the side of this Yag Tiger, he calls me up. He's like, what did you wash this model before you built it? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, the paint's chipping off. I go, John, I built the model. You could take it and wash it before you paint it. I don't know what to tell you. Did you take the oil off your fingers? I'm like, John, I don't know what to tell you. It's like the paint's chipping off. I'm like, dude, I don't know. And he made that was a chip, right? That you made into you incorporated it into it.
So we fixed it.
You fixed it.
We fixed it. But there's a famous picture. I don't know what kind of tank it is, but there's the back end of a projectile sticking out of the armor plate. And I just love that picture, so I added it in. It's like what do you call those little details? Dang, don't get old.
I know.
Fun. I don't know.
It's those little things that you look for, and there's little like bonus when you find a little thing. It's like
Easter egg.
Easter egg.
Easter eggs. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
That
All
was
right.
an Easter
All
egg.
right.
Yeah.
That is
neat.
cool. All right. So then we're going to move into the other phase of the Fallen where you started doing the mini art building, right?
Yes. Vacuum form building.
Vacuum form mini art building. You cursed a lot in the room for a long time.
Boy, are they bad. Oh my God.
But it worked though.
It was a good base to start. The only other vacuum form kit I had ever built was a Schmidt bus.
Oh my God.
You remember Schmidt?
Of course.
Bad.
Yeah,
So
that's old school right there, Schmidt.
So the clamps here are absolutely necessary to hold this together while you try to get the pieces to glue together. So you have to create your own tabs. You cut this stuff out. It doesn't line up. There's blebs everywhere, these tiny little bubbles that you have to rescribe the brick lines. And, you know, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I was like, the building's not destroyed enough.
Right. Right. And then you went all out because that's the basis of the Fallen.
Well, yes, but it's also, if you look at a front shot, it's a leading line. So you can run right from low, right along that destroyed section to the peak of the roof.
Right.
So, it's a leading line in the dial. It's really important. Otherwise, with the whole wall there, it just didn't look right.
Right.
So I cut it all out, shoved styrofoam insulation foam in the gap, carved some bricks, and covered it with play sand and glue.
It works though. There's more,
works.
right, Frankie? Oh, Frankie's got to delete things before we can add more stuff to it. And I know you now. Where did you get the cross that you did? Because I know you added the shingles here and all the tiles, and this is all stuff that you just did not come with that.
No,
mini art kit.
The roof didn't come with the kit. The cross didn't. The building, the things that hold the walls together, the S's on the front of the building, that's not part of the kit. The cross is just a jewelry finding from Michael's. I just cut the circle off the top that you would put on a pendant.
Right.
The roof tiles, I bought some silicone molds from this English company. And if you look at the slates are beautiful.
Right, they are. Right,
And-
Tooch?
And I cast them up. I used dental stone, so they're much harder. There's all these different types of plaster, not to go off the point here, but dental stone has a significantly higher compressive strength than regular plaster, and so it's perfect for this kind of stuff. So when you break it, it doesn't just turn to mush, it actually breaks like a real slate. So inside of the building, I basically treated the building like a tank. You can see a lot of weathering, a lot of oils, a lot of different layers, constantly building and building up on the layers. All the tops of the bricks are Zolinthial lighting. So all along the top of each brick, I used oil brushers, which were perfect for for this. These MIG oil
Let me
brushes.
get you on the screen. Show the oil brushes, right? Yeah, those. I know. Yeah, you were swearing by those things. Yeah, man.
These for this
Those
kind
are probably one of the best things that he's come out with. No offense.
These are great. These are great. I've used them too.
That's
Yeah.
probably one of the best things I think MIG ammo's done is those oil brushes.
Yeah, I mean, it really makes the bricks pop. So, where are we here? So, okay.
This is the layout for the actual. But this is where it all started.
Yeah, so this is just me playing with the layout. I mean, I did a sketch. I didn't send you a photo of the sketch, but this is me just playing with the layout. The base is blue styrofoam, insulation foam.
Right, which you've done seminars on. Tooch learned a lot from you, from your blue foam seminars. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's very versatile stuff. But I also use a pyrograph, which it's funny.
Old school.
Very old school. In fact, I was posting on a forum that I won't mention that Dave Letterman was on, and not Dave Letterman. Oh Jesus,
Bob Letterman.
Bob Letterman.
But Dave Letterman.
Bob. And I
Bob
mentioned
Letterman.
I mentioned the word pyrograph, and he's like, "Oh my God, I haven't heard that in 30 years." But it's basically a hot knife.
It's a hot knife. And listen, I learned how to do pyrograph from Tony Greenland doing Zimmerit years ago.
Yeah.
That's how he did his Zimmerit a lot of times on like Panzer IVs. He used a hot knife.
Hot knife.
Think of that, Rob. Using a hot knife to make Zimmerit in your Panzer IVs. You go too far, the whole model's ruined. What's that?
I don't care about Zimmerit.
I know. I'm just saying, think about doing it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
The whole
road. Yep.
The road is basically the blue styrofoam, and I made a special tool that's basically brass that fits into the pyrograph, and you just melt the bricks into the styrene.
Yeah, this is
So
this is like I said, I built the Yag Tiger, so it was like it's amazing to see it depicted like this, because it's not. This is something that I would never be able to do when it comes to your skill level to do this diorama and this stuff. This is with the figures eventually.
we'll get
You
there.
got that you've still been doing for the last 5 years, but it's almost done.
So that is everyone has stuff that they need to work on more, and figures are hard for me.
Figures are definitely hard, but you've been doing. We'll get to the figures, but let's talk about the rubble that you did and everything.
So there's a lot of broken plaster. A lot. There's probably 3 pounds of broken plaster, building up and picking out the right pieces.
Right. You got, look at this, the bucket in there, like the little different, just all the details. I could see a little, you got like weeds growing out of there, something, right? A little bit. No, that's not that. That's
not this photo. The greenish blue line is a downed copper power line.
Well, okay, that's that. Okay.
Yeah. And the tire is from the old Tamiya horse kit. I took apart and put in the parts box years ago. I think the PSP plating came from the old SAS Jeep. I mean, I don't throw the kits away. I just take the old stuff. I just take it apart and throw
Yeah, you're
them.
recycling it. Here, look at the vase. Everything just broken in there. Yeah.
So Plus
and-
Models is my favorite.
Yeah, I know. You got would you say you one day you had your you showed me your Plus Models bin. It was just like I was like, how much you got in there?
All of it.
My Aber sets.
But yeah, that jug is a Plus Models. There's a should be a picture of the gramophone. That's Plus Models. The teddy bear on the front. That's Plus Models. The fire hydrant is a 3D printed part, but the toy car is Plus Models.
Yeah, no, the toy car. Frankie, bring up that toy car. Yeah, there it is. There's the toy car. This is much work went into that toy car. Is painting the freaking egg tiger.
So it's fully modulated and chipped within an inch of its life. This is a very well loved kitty toy.
It's the size of a quarter, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's not very big.
It's the size of a quarter. And you got a good picture of that too.
It brings, I picked blue and yellow because color, because the Dio, honestly, is tan.
Right, and I know that when we had the shot of the Dio with the pictures that you did for the base, there's that one picture of like the whatever you call it, the refugees or whatever walking. Yeah. That was the inspiration for doing this one, right?
Yes, those photos, which I ended up using on the periphery. That's the inspiration for the whole project. Yeah, here you go. You can see them.
Yeah, that's great.
And if you look at the very front where it says Verfallen, there's actually a knocked out jagged tiger behind.
Yeah, look at that. This was really great. So hold on. So is there any other figures that need to be done, or is that it on there? They're all on the base now?
So the third woman in carrying the young boy, I still have to paint the boy's coat and the suitcase the woman's holding, and then it's done.
Right. This is, listen, I mean, there you can see all the rusting on the grenade or over the intakes on the rear, but John, this is outstanding. So again, this is going to be, hopefully you get this done. You're going to get this done probably by the end of the month, right?
It'll be done by Sunday night, probably.
Right. So finished pictures.
Pictures are going to take a while.
They shouldn't take too long, but you already got a lot. You have all these pictures already done.
Well, I don't have a white background. I have to order a white.
You got to get the white background, definitely. But this stuff is great, John. Just got one more Frankie, do we have one more picture that's a little further out or no more? Because I know John sent a lot, but I want to try to, let's just stick with this because we got to, Steve Andreno had to leave. So we have one less person. So Tooch is like, yay, you're an idiot. But the carriage to everything. This is, this is really all you, John. I mean, all I did was build the egg tiger, which I know is the centerpiece of it, but all the other work that you did and all the painting is outstanding. And I'm humbled to be able to be a part of this. Maybe one day I guess you can gift me this Dio when you're old.
So you know what's going to happen to it, don't you?
What? What's going to happen? It's going to get thrown against the wall?
No. It's going to go in its crypt, just like all your projects.
Right. Listen, this I would. Oh my God! If we ever made it to if we ever went to SM, scale model challenge in Europe, we could put this in.
You can't because there's two.
No,
people.
we could. I think you can there.
Can you?
Yeah, just like MFCA, we could put that in MFCA if you wanted to do it.
Well, you can come up and get it and take it.
Maybe one day. We'll do it wrong. We'll have Tooch do one figure to put in this back corner where he's hidden, and it could be a trifecta.
I could use a small child sitting and crying, and we could put them on the backside in the rubble in the house.
You got to remember, you remember John. What John does, he has to. You got to send him your work, and he has to prove it to see if you're worthy.
Look,
no.
Here's the thing. The only reason I do that is because it's going in a magazine.
No, I know. I know. Listen, you're back. That's all that matters right now. We got
This
you back, and you're back to you're motivated. You messaged me today talking about that you want to do a quarter scale project to get you back, and then finish your outstanding project. So you're really motivated again.
Let's talk about the tiger.
We'll do the tiger, and then we're gonna kick you off because poor freaking Misi's over there shaking like he hasn't eaten in like 3 hours. For God's sake, look at him. No one can see him, but I can see him backstage.
Is he diabetic?
No, he's from New Zealand. Are they diabetic in New Zealand?
I think so.
Only on Thursdays.
Oh, I remember this one. I remember.
To be.
It was a joke, Rob.
So this is part 2. This dial is part 2 of my Kharkov. Well, no, part 3 of my Kharkov series. I did the Panzer III, the Lieb Standard Panzer III, and I did the Tasca Panzer II, which I designed all the markings for Archer for. And then, so this is number 3. This is a GD Tiger approaching Kharkov. This is the new. Well, now it's 5 years old. The DML kit, beautiful. This is the nicest Tiger I've ever seen.
This is the Dragon one, right?
Yeah. It's like the perfect kit.
They are good though. They're good kits.
It's just wonderful. And the figures are a mixture of Stalingrad and Evolution, all those. But the Dhaka, the house. I don't know if did I send you a picture of the house?
I think you did.
Yeah. Just give me a sec. I'll pull it up. If I can find it. All these pictures.
Ever since Frank got that increase in his rate per hour, it's been slacking.
Yeah, right.
We have to do like the McDonald's thing. We got to bring the vending machine in or the kiosk, right, Rob?
No, Frankie's doing a great job.
Thanks, brother. Love you too, man. Motherfucker.
There's more figures to paint here.
That's a lot. Listen, I'm not involved in this project, so I can care less how long it takes you. If it takes you 3 years more, that's okay.
Yeah. Well.
Plus, you got the Stewart in Greece or whatever it is, right?
Oh yeah.
No, the Stewart's in North Africa.
Oh no, what was in Greece? The Vespa was right, not the Vickers was.
The Vickers is Malta.
Malta. Well, Malta.
That one
Greece
you
isn't the same.
finished that one now.
He did.
Yeah, that one was a cover. I got a cover for that.
Yeah, but not anymore though. Your standards have dropped. I don't know if you're making a cover right now.
Wow.
You might be like page 74 in the next magazine.
There's no other pictures. There's no close up of the Dhaka.
I thought I sent it to you. All right.
Well,
listen, John. This is really. I mean, I remember when you set this up. That's also a big undertaking because you got to be doing camouflage a little bit here and there, right, or something.
Right? It's all they're all it's GD, so it's basically white and mouse gray.
Mouse and gray, yeah.
The tank is just dark yellow with a lot of mud. Right. The fun's going to be painting the Dhaka because it's going to be colorful.
Right.
Because Chris, God, I can't remember Chris's name. He designed all the 3D printing for all the gingerbread. So the windows and all the decoration and the corner posts are all these gorgeously rendered 3D printed gingerbreads. And it's all going to be all these different colors. And it's going to be the absolute opposite of Verfallen. It's going to be like, wow, that's a lot of color.
It's going to be in your face. All right, Miss Dr. Steyman, you're back. You're exposed. People know you're here around again, so make sure you.
And a new hobby room.
And a new hobby room. That's right. And you got a new hobby room. You're back. And I'll make sure I put a good word in with Dave again for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll do the same.
No, I'm only kidding. I'm glad you're back, John. And I'm really looking forward to seeing everything done. And awesome. Lose my number.
I have your number.
All right, I'm gonna throw you backstage. We're getting Misi on, but we don't have the teleprompt. Do we have the subtitles tonight? I'm putting you back.
I'll translate for you. I'll translate.
for a friend
Subtitles.
in New. Listen, man, your son did an amazing job on that AT, man. He really did.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him.
He did a really, really good job, man. He really did. He's a good kid, man. Good kid. Really good kid.
Yeah,
And then-
I'm just concerned about what you're teaching him. Yeah,
What did I teach him?
yeah he's
What
going
did
to
I
start
say?
talking.
I was the one that was.
He's going to start
talking-
talking in a New York accent.
Oh, is that nice? All right. So listen, Brad Belshrum keeps coming in and out. I don't know why Brad keeps coming in and out. He's talking to me, but we can't hear you, Brad. You sent a bunch of stuff over. We actually have this guy. This is the Model Collect, right? This Model Collect.
Yep. Yeah, from
Right.
Model Collect from their Fist of War series.
Yeah, listen. I started doing one, man. They're really tough kits. They're
Yeah,
not easy.
there was some fragile parts and
Not easy kits. They're not the detail, but not easy to. I was like, whoa, this is a little more. I got to put a little more thought into this before I keep going. So
yeah, like all that leg armor that's around the legs and the joins and stuff, and is like split plates on these tiny little pins that are so fragile. But it'd almost be better to have it without the armor. But once it does come together, it's pretty good. There's some great detail on there.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. So you picked this up at a show, didn't you? Get this at a show?
Yeah, I got that at AmpNets.
Oh, you got this at Amps, that's right.
Squadron, yeah, Squadron, the big Squadron one.
Yeah, that's when you came over here. Missy stayed at my house. We went you went to New York with me and with Chris, with Chris too. So you did
And
good.
a night with Tooch. And
Yeah, took me to the bowling alley.
Oh, night with Tooch.
Chris Green though in the city was a good thing. I'm surprised you didn't get arrested. Yeah, but I'm glad you did. So let's talk about this model though, Andrew. It's looking good, man. Interior in this, huh?
Yeah, so it had a basic interior. I've jazzed it up a bit with some like spare parts out of the box and stuff. I think a Trumpeter Panzer IV contributed a lot of parts to its interior. And then there was that back section at the rear had nothing in it whatsoever.
Your son saying hello to you.
Yep.
Your other son.
My other son.
Yeah.
He's great. He's my biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so there's there's a piece from a Warhammer tank in the top right. There's a Trumpeter battery in there.
You're gonna see the batteries in there too. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
huh?
I threw a lot of parts in there to just try and
You did a good job. It looks like it belongs there too, actually.
Yeah, like it just seemed like there was some detail missing in places, and it needed just a few more things in the little spaces and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and so yeah, that's what I made of the back of it to try and turn it into something. And then I'm gonna get some small value gear that's gonna go in the bottom of it, so there's like a bit of storage in the back there as well.
Right. This is the little details that make a difference. Go back to that picture, Frank. Those little round things. What are those from again?
They're from the suspension of a Panzer IV.
Panzer IV suspension, right? I'm like, I couldn't place it. That's so interesting that you put them there, because they could be anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a made up subject, so I figured, well, I'm just going to start throwing stuff at it. Yeah, and it opens up like a clamshell at the front there, so you can have the hull like fully open, fully closed, however you want. And then I've started adding Panzer detail stuff to it, because the wire cutters, the axe on the far side, all additional stuff. I changed the turret ring out for a T-Rex, T-Rex turret ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And because the one that came with it was very the cupola,
right,
lacked a lot of detail and stuff, so changed that out.
Very interesting. These are so cool because there's so much you could do with it, and nothing is wrong, right or wrong. It's what you interpret it as, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I made up a camouflage pattern and then kind of mix and matched it around the legs, and I painted the whole hull with Dunkelgelb, and then like the top with a bit of deck tan.
With Tamiya paint?
Yeah, with Tamiya deck tan from above. To try and lighten it and maybe fade it a bit in that. And there was these arms that hold the guns, they're in two pieces, and the seam line goes right through the middle of a vent. And so yeah, I did the armor over the top of the vents to try and cover up that seam because I could not get it out at all.
I don't think I sent Frankie the picture of the guns on the arms because I realized I didn't send them, Frank. I don't think you have them, but
No.
yeah, it's okay. It's not gonna make it's, but it was pretty cool how you made them. Now the barrels you added, or that comes with the kit?
No, I added both of those. So one is the howitzer from a STUH 42 that was left over from a Tamiya Stug. And then I used an Aber barrel on the other arm.
You used an Aber barrel, really?
Yeah, I used an Aber barrel on that for the long gun on there.
God bless it.
Because this was the when you get the instructions and it tells you what this model of this kit is meant to be. It's meant to be a reconnaissance vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did like a bit of a mix and match of guns. So I'm like, hey, we got a close support gun, we got a long barrel gun, we're mixing it up, kind of thing.
Really nice camouflage here. This is really cool. I like this.
Yeah, did all that with AK markers.
Oh wow, you did the markers on this too.
Yep. So I just the brown and green camo. I just drew that straight on with kind of just a bit of an idea of what a German camouflage pattern in 1946 might look like.
Mm-hmm.
And then did the other camo. So there's as if it's been left over or they've salvaged the panels from somewhere.
This is twice we're talking about AK markers, and Rick Law was in. Are we sure Rick isn't paying you guys to start talking about AK markers here?
Oh, he does. He did a good job of showing me how to use them at AmpsNet. So,
Right. No, he did a great job showing a lot of people. He did a lot at that show. I'll tell you that right now.
And what we got next?
Oh wow.
And then
this
is what I intend to do with it. Geez, all my clothes in the background.
Well, dude, what's up with the bra? I thought you were living by yourself.
Ah, far out.
What about the panties? Oh, did you do this yourself? Toots, look at this.
No,
Oh,
these are a kit off Temu.
Oh wow, Toots, doesn't that look like the blue like John does with the blue foam?
Yeah, no, he was telling me, Misi was telling me about these. I'm like salivating. These look like fun to play with. And you could probably add a lot more detail to get what you want out of it.
Yep. So they come as a little flat pack like this, and everything's in there.
Wow. And this is all 35th scale.
All 35th scale, all off Temu, like such good pricing as well.
Wow, it's probably light as a feather, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Wow, look at that, huh? That's insane. That's so freaking cool that you can just buy like. So on Temu, when you're looking for this, like, what do you search for?
I think I searched architectural models, and then by the time the algorithm gave me like 100 different versions of that, and I scrolled through and I found what I needed here. So the part of the kit is all 3D printed roof tiles that come with it. There's balsa, like laser cut balsa for the doors and the windows, and those are 3D printed window shutters that came with the kit. The only thing I've changed here is I used a mini art barn door and a mini art door for the side door.
Did
Everything
you have
else
to modify it to fit it, or just fit right in?
No, it fit right in.
Right in.
Right in. Even the angle of the arch was perfect as well.
Wow, look at that. It's like it was made for it.
Yeah.
Do you think they had that in mind, maybe, or no?
Oh, I mean, they gave you a balsa door with it that was pretty much exactly the same, but I felt the mini art door just added a bit more detail.
Yeah,
to it.
it looks like it was made for that, right, Toots? You're not even paying attention. So Toots is looking at.
I am
ready
paying
for the money
attention.
shot?
Yes.
Here's the money shot, boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
You got some nerve, Misi.
So yeah, this is the work in progress. Yeah, gradually
So
working my
cool.
way through it.
Really? So what are you doing to get that like that weathered cement effect? What are you doing?
AK markers.
Wow, and it just streaking it type of thing?
Yeah, I'm streaking it. So like pre-shading a tank or or a model, I'm just literally drawing the pre-shading on with the AK markers, and then just putting a dust wash over the top.
Wow, interesting.
And-
Really convincing. It looks really good. Even
Yeah,
here, look at this. This is the same thing, huh?
Yep.
So hold on. So that's how it comes in its form, and then on the top right is the second form, and then that's where you get to at the bottom.
Yep. Yeah. So I used 3 shades of this. What did I use? I used white, off-white, and I can't remember the third color, the ivory color or off-white color or something. And then after I dust washed over that, that's how I got the brown effect on
Wow,
the
Belshrum.
exterior plaster.
Right, Frankie? Like it's like
No, fantastic.
oh, it looks great. And now what is that? That's for this. That's for this little
That's
space.
what I'm going to put. Yeah, it's going to go on here. So the barn on the left there, and the house at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got figures that are going to mount to make it look like a it's a reconnaissance scene. So I'm going to have like a guy on top of the vehicle peering over the top of the barn with his binoculars.
Okay.
As if he's, I don't know, they've tucked the vehicle away into the cover a bit, and they're looking out what's ahead. So trying
it's
to
like
emphasize
Marquee,
that
but it's
factor.
not Marquee.
Yeah, it's I mean, Fist of War is meant to be like World War II continued into 1946, and the Germans went
like
with these
alternate.
crazy mech things and that. Yeah,
Right, alternate. This is so cool. And we also have some diorama stuff that you did. The room that you always incorporated insanity chip in it in some way. Here, look at this thing. Toots, look at this thing.
So this was for a group build for an RX-7 for a local club, and I've started like breaking up the faulty chips I got sent and using them somewhere in each build. So
I love it.
That's on my bookshelf as part of a little box diorama. I've got the chip in there, and then the other diorama that I brought to Amps. Yeah, I used broken chips on that as well.
Look at that, so cool. And like those posters of like now talk about that. What is that?
So those are the AK Interactive graffiti decals.
Oh wow, okay.
And so I just mounted them on some plastic art and cut them out and colored the edges a bit and kind of made them fit in a bit. I was going for like the, I don't know, a guy's little private garage workshop kind of scene.
Yeah.
Parts laying everywhere.
Look at the tools. It looks like those look like real tools. Like he even painted the red of the little cutters or whatever they are, pliers, whatever they are.
No, it's all those little details, eh? It's all those little
details, man. It's all about the details.
And that's it. He just gave us his newest work that he's doing.
Oh, wow. Hold on a minute. Who?
Yes. You sent me this. Yes, you sent me this, Riv.
Interesting story about this kit. This is that Suyata quarter scale Panther. And this was their first 148 scale kit. This is Takum, their little offshoot, right? Of their this is their Panther, but in quarter scale, right? And it comes with that whole like Strata bond or whatever the hell it's called.
Yep, the whole base, the whole interior.
And I had bought this, I had gotten this when it originally came out, I had pre-ordered it. I got it when it first was released. And I know that you liked it or you wanted to do one. Yeah. So Andrew was stationed in Alabama, right? Alabama?
Mississippi.
Yeah. You were in Mississippi. It's close enough, right? They're all whatever. So down in Mississippi, he was doing training here for a few months. That's when you came up to Camp Hill 2 years. Not this Camp Hill. So
2023. Yeah.
2023. And you went back and I'm like, I want to send you some stuff. So I sent Andrew this kit in Mississippi. I sent them two things. Remember, I sent you two packages.
Yep. You sent me Aber Tiger 1 vents or something. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You needed that for you
my
needed
entry
it for the show.
Yeah.
So you got them like within like a week.
Yep, 7 days they arrived.
For some reason, this your son's watching. I can't curse. This freaking kit, for some reason, was in limbo.
Yeah.
Like a month. It never got to him. Yeah. So this is the thing. Andrew it's like a Monday, let's say. Andrew leaves the United States to go back to New Zealand. That day, the friggin' package arrives.
Yeah.
Now the package is there. He still has his buddies that are there. They're gonna send it to him in New Zealand. It's like $100. What is it? Like $80 to ship.
Yep, $80 US.
This kit's like $50, right? Yeah. I sent it to him as a gift, as a friend. I wanted to send him something as a gift. Now I don't want him to pay for the fucking shipping, and I don't want it to just sit at this. No one's. What's it gonna do? It's go in the garbage. Who's gonna build it? So they sent it to him, and I think I sent you a gift, gift card to B&A that offset it or whatever. So it wound up costing like $80 US to ship a $40 kit or a $50 kit to New Zealand.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's New Zealand. That's getting it into New
But I'm
Zealand.
glad you're building it, though. I really am, and I'm excited that you are building that because it is a good kit, and we're trying to promote the quarter scale a little more. You know, I told you we'll get you on the quarter scale podcast, and we got to record a show for that because we haven't recorded in a while, so we got to get a show done. But listen, Andrew, you know, big part of the group. This is big. You're probably more so in this group than Santucci, I think. It's not on the show. You're a 6 feet.
You're always giving Tooch hard times.
He's muted right now. Thankfully. I'm glad he's muted. And you know what? Steve Andriano isn't here now. So we have one more person to go. And you know what, Andrew? You're going to stay on with us because Brad Belshrum is your friend. So we're going to bring Brad on. We're going to get him on the show. Hold on. We got to get to the 6th spot.
Ah, fuck. Really?
Mr. Brad Belshrum. We love Brad. And we don't love Brad. It's like a love, hate type of relationship. Right now, we were on good terms, but who knows? Things can go south quick. Right, Rob?
Yeah.
Rob, you all right? You having a stomach problem again? Are you, Rob?
What?
Are you
Rob,
all right?
you okay?
You're not. You're on the wagon now for like 3 months.
I'm good. Don't worry about me.
You've been hitting that hydro. Was it called? Was it called hydro?
It's called. I'd like to hit my boss, but that's.
I'd like to hit my boss.
All right, we're gonna try to finish up with Brad and have a couple of laughs and
All right.
stuff, and when he's
Good,
done,
let's
and then
do
we're
that.
gonna sign off. So we're gonna look at some of Brad's OD stuff.
Oh, look, green.
Oh, look, it's green.
So the screen's gonna be a little weird because we do have a 6th spot, which is here, but for some reason this is how we do it with the 6 screens on the side. But
So that's the 48 scale little one, the KV, baby KV.
who got the
so
where'd you
cute.
get that kid?
What'd you say, Rob?
Well, where'd you get that kit? Oh, I think I gave you the
Wait, Rob gave it to me.
Did I give you this one or did I give you the 48?
Yeah, that is the 48.
Oh no, I mailed this to you, right? Did I mail this to you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, this is the one that I sent to you, right? This is the 35th, right? Or this is the 48th?
No, it's the 48.
Oh, this is the one I gave to you at the show. I gave this to you at the show, or did I mail it? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
How did you like? Because you did the 35th scale one too, right?
Yes, both. I love this kit. I love this tank. It's so cool. It's such a little, it's such a unique. They never made him, but
right. This is from Resin Tech Models. Jan from Resin Tech Models designed this, and this was his first full kit. And I actually built one of these for the magazine. This was a really good kit. He did a good job on this, right?
Yo, absolutely. Yeah, it's awesome.
The tracks are a little weird though, right, Brad? The tracks were a little weird.
Yeah, tracks are a little weird. Well, because it's like a Christie suspension, but a Nazi suspension at the same time with the interleave road wheels, right?
It was interleaved, and the tracks. You know what it is when this particular kit, it didn't really give you great indication of where the wheels were to go.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
So I told
it's not
Jan,
just me,
but I did tell Jan that the wheels were slightly off from where he should be. We got to go to the 6th spot. Was slightly off. I don't know why. They just you kind of had an eyeball where the tracks were supposed to go, which was kind of
yeah.
So no, what did you do? What kind of you're a Tamiya guy, right? You just paint with Tamiya paints?
Absolutely. Yeah, native green, and then flesh and figuring it out like I always do.
But this is this model. This vehicle never existed, but it was planned, right? Is that what it was? It was planned,
Yes.
but it never existed.
Yes.
But there's a lot of leeway here because you got like a KV turret, you got the KV rear, kind of, sort of, and then the hull is like its own thing. But listen, what this is like on the 35th scale one, the kit that I had, and he wound up changing the way he 3D printed this kit. The whole rear was attached to like a bunch of connection points. When you took them off, there was like the whole back had to be sanded and fixed the whole back.
Big time.
Right. Did you have to do that with the 48 or was it different?
No, it was the same.
It was the same, huh?
It was the same. But the good thing is there's really no layer lines on the side.
Right.
It's just the back. The back end is, and you gotta like do whatever you do to deal with it. So it was all
A lot of wet sanding. I
and
did a lot of wet
filling
sanding.
that's not a good picture because the rust, the exhaust panel things aren't that great.
We're gonna get you. I'm gonna be doing a seminar on how to take good photos. I want you to attend.
You should definitely attend because then we get
Yeah.
stuff like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree. I
This
agree.
is the tortoise, right?
Yes.
Now what kid is this? Is Meng, right?
This is Meng. Yeah.
How did you like this? How was the build on this guy?
I love this kit. It's a great kit. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to figure out how to.
Oh, time out. Hold on a minute. What do I see at the top right of this photo? What is that? The plastic model mojo? What are we doing here? There's a plastic model Rob, too. Did Frankie, are you seeing this, Andrew?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a plastic model mojo
I'm not seeing it.
coaster on his bench because he's probably drinking like he did tonight, drinking a little bit. This guy's drinking. What are you putting your scotch on that thing? Well, whiskey. No, what is Kentucky Dave drink? Whiskey, right? They drink whiskey.
I don't drink. Well,
he drinks all kinds of things. He drinks beers and
Who? Kentucky Dave?
Yeah.
I thought they drank like bourbon or something. That was their thing.
No, it's
No,
not
they
his
do
only,
beer
it's
as
not
well.
his only jam.
Oh, okay.
It's not his only jam.
I'm sure Mike's gonna say, "What do you mean you don't know what we drink?" I don't know, man.
I know because I keep track.
So, what did you talk to me here, Brad? So, it's a pretty far pick, but tell me what you did with the paint job here.
So the cool thing about this is if you just build a Meng kit, you are building the prototype. So, but not the. They made 16 of these and they ran them around after the war, but they were designed to breach the Siegfried line, which is what this is. That's what it's on, right? Is the Siegfried line?
Siegfried, right? Siegfried.
Yeah.
Siegfried, yes.
So the flip side of this is there's an injection port on the other side of the tank.
Okay.
Which doesn't come with the kit.
Oh wow, interesting. Why they forgot it, or is like a flaw in the build?
Yeah, it's because they Meng is the prototype, not the actual production version.
Ah, okay.
So there's a AFV model version of the real one.
Okay.
Keep going.
We got to talk about the cleanliness of your bench too. My God, you can get.
No, my bench is.
You got to get like a tetanus shot every time you walk at your bench.
For sure.
You gotta get tested for something like an STD standing at this desk. Brad, come on with this picture for God's sake. I know you're tall, you're like Big Bird, but you got to stand in the way of the light that source that you're taking the picture.
Like Big Bird.
Look at this thing. Look at this. Brad, take a bench shot. Sure. It's half of it's in shadow. It's like it's eclipsed. You're like the moon.
Here, this one will make you happy, Rob. There's the better picture.
Yeah, that's slightly better.
Apparently, this one's on the Siegfried line also.
Yes.
This is World. So hold on. So Tank Builder J saying World of Tanks. Is that this from World of Tanks?
That's a real tank, isn't it?
No,
that's
World
a real
of
tank. Yep.
Oh, that was the other one. Maybe he was talking about Tank Build Jay. What were you talking about? Which tank were you talking about?
The MT-25.
Dude, Samurai Models are saying greetings from Tijuana. Listen, the last thing Brad needs is to go back to Tijuana. I heard some crazy stories about this guy down there. Jesus. All right, let's talk about this. So this is obviously the mine roll. Oh, this is the 3D print. Isn't that no resin? That whole mine roller thing is resin, right?
It's Aunt Jemima from Bold Division. Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a Tamiya kit,
right?
With aftermarket tracks and a bunch of aftermarket shit. But yeah, it's I I'm really upset with this kit, to be honest, because the rollers are warped like there's no fucking tomorrow.
Yeah, you were saying that though. That listen, that happens with the resin.
Yeah.
Large pieces of resin over time, they're gonna warp. And
Yeah,
that's I mean, years ago, if anybody's in the chat who's built full resin kits back in the day when there wasn't everything in plastic available, you spend more time trying to de-warp a freaking model, a hull, than you did building it, if you were able to build it at all.
Yeah.
So what did you do to de-warp it? Did you try? Because listen, some people do submerge it in I wouldn't say hot water, but
it's
not
like
boiling water,
it's
but hot
warm water. It's like not hot, but
well, not
someplace in
boiling. But
between.
you want it to be hot because it's got to
Well,
it's
you
got to
gotta be
kind
able
of
to stick
allow
your
you
fingers in it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Did you
So-
try that or no? Did you try it?
I did. And so the thing is if you look at the pictures of the real ones, and they were deployed, they actually were kind of warped. They were kind of bent because they ran over mines and got bent, right?
Yeah, well,
So that was John Steyman, his tank builder, Jay. For some reason, the tank builder thing went totally out of my head. I didn't realize it. Sorry, John. John was saying he likes your build, which I'm shocked because no one likes your stuff, Brad.
No, I know, because it's shit. Because I suck.
No, don't say that. Listen, who gives you encouragement?
But if you line them all up, I think it'll be okay. It's gonna be I don't know what.
I'm laughing at
anyways.
Frank. Frank, put this picture up. I'm so glad we're ending with Brad because now we can be comedy and we can laugh a little bit. Because Brad obviously drank a little bit before he's on with us. He's slurring his words again. Brad, it's okay though. I'm gonna let you pass. But what picture is this right now? This looks like this is worse than the freaking Bigfoot picture that they use out there.
Why did you include it? That's your
this
fault.
Is like the freaking Loch Ness monster picture. Is it really
I
Loch
sent these
Ness
to
monster?
you, and I said, edit as you like.
I did see this picture in the pictures that I sent to Frankie, and I didn't think Frankie would put this up, but Frankie's being a full buster right now.
That's a horrible picture for
what
me.
Is this? Hold on. First of all, hold on a minute. This is what's the famous Bigfoot picture that's like the video? What's it called? That the guy's name was that video?
Oh yeah, it's like the Sandusky photo or something like
Whatever.
that.
That's
That's
it.
Sandusky photo.
So can you describe what we think we see, or what we don't
what
know
you
we
think you see is a Russian half-track motorcycle thing.
Oh, okay. Well, no, is this resin? I mean, is this 3D print?
It's a Vargas thing.
Oh, do you don't have any other pictures of this? I want to see this. Is there any others of this?
Go look at
I
them.
sent them to you.
I did the build.
Whatever you sent me, he's got. So there's no other. No, this is the only one you sent.
Nope.
Every picture you
That's
sent
it.
me, I sent to Frankie. Frankie is my reliable AV guy. He's the producer. If he's got the picture,
Frankie's like, nope.
Not just the producer, man, the reproducer.
You got the little Malta scheme on this guy, huh?
Next one.
There it is.
Yeah, I like this thing.
No, you did it. This is a nice camouflage, Brad. This is actually pretty damn good. What kit is this?
This is Tamiya, the 48 scale.
Oh wow. There's more of these, Frankie. I think from other angles.
Yeah.
That's one. Oh wow, that's okay. I know the kit that you're talking about. All
Austin.
hand painted. You did this hand by hand, Brad.
So I sprayed it and then I hand painted the light parts.
This looks
Hey,
pretty
these are
good.
his
You gotta
best
bring,
pictures, and there's
you
more
gotta
than
bring
two
this to
colors,
ArmorCon.
so it's good.
Yeah, I'll bring it to ArmorCon.
Bring this to ArmorCon. I like this. I want to see this. Nice and dirtied up and everything too. Pictures are terrible, Brad. Terrible pictures, man. We gotta listen, man.
I'm not a photographer. I'm a modeler. What
gotta
would you know about painting? Ask Wipe.
Even then.
All that space in your house, Brad, you could get like a little photo booth and practice a
Right.
little bit.
This guy lives in a huge house, 10
You
bedrooms.
know what, Andrew? Just go sleep on another couch.
That's the thing. He has to get rid of one of the 12 couches.
Gotta get rid of those couches.
Yeah.
He's got the casting couch in his house. All right, I think that's all. That's all for Brad, right?
That's it, man.
Brad, what did you drink tonight?
Actually, not much.
You sure about that? Wow, we're like Rob Adams part two over here with you.
Hey, easy now.
No, you're on the wagon. Brad's been partaking in alcoholic beverages again. All right, so listen, it's over 2 hours. This was a fun night, Brad. I appreciate you coming back on.
No, it was good. It was a really
I'm gonna
good
break
hour.
your chops. I'm breaking your chops. You know,
course.
thank God Steve Andriano had to leave because he's got to wake up early tomorrow for whatever modeling thing he's got. And if he was coming on, this wouldn't end until 3:00. I mean, 3 hours would be. We would be going for another hour. And
No, I'd be going to bed.
No, I got admin privileges. It would have ended.
Yeah, me too.
Right, Frank, what happened to the streamer? I don't know.
Hey, Andrew, yeah. your boy was awesome.
Yeah, no, Andrew,
good job.
Jordan did great, Tom. We really appreciate him coming on. He's a good kid. And listen, man, for 10 years old, he does a good job. I know you helped him a little bit with the project.
Well, he's way smarter than his dad, of course.
Hey, man, you're not allowed to help them out with their fucking coloring contests. Okay, you're not allowed to do that.
Andrew, the apprenticeship is working. Apparently, the beatings have been successful.
It's good.
So
we tested him. He seemed to be knowledgeable. So there.
Yeah.
You go.
What's the old English saying?
The markers and everything.
No, it was great. It was great.
Yeah. Dude, guys, listen,
good job, Jordan.
We broke 50 at some point tonight, which was great. There's a bunch of people probably came in and out. Just if anybody's watching, if you haven't, just like the video. It just allows it to get out there. But more people watch like on, off the YouTube channel after we record, which is awesome too. And it's been doing really good. Listen, this channel's not up for us to, it's just here to give content to people to have fun and to enjoy themselves. Who's the next Tony Greenland? Brad? Oh, Jordan, the next Tony Greenland. You never know.
That's right.
You never know. You never know. Like I said, you come back to the United States, Andrew, I will give you some kits for him if you can get him on the plane. That's the whole idea. When's his birthday?
August. Yep.
Passed already.
Oh.
And we are definitely not mailing anything from America to New Zealand.
No, we're gonna make
all the cool people are born in August.
He can get something at B&A or something or whatever,
Yeah. We'll work on something.
We'll figure
the way the world works these days. Good.
No, why are we going full screen on Rob Adams? It's oof. Rob, you all right? How many fingers right now?
2.
Let's make it sure, man, because the way you just look right now, you look like
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Rob, what year is it?
I've had a rough couple of days. I'm exhausted.
What year is it?
I'm done with it. 2025. Fuck off.
Just making sure, man. Just making sure.
I love it when Adam says "fuck off."
What's your address? Dox yourself. What's your address?
1515 7th Avenue.
Dude, Maron, look at this.
Medicine
Frankie,
Hat.
stop clicking on him, man. People are starting to leave. Did you see like 50% of the viewers just left?
Whatever.
Dude, we're done.
No, we're going to be ending it up. So the next show's Thursday. Next Thursday. I don't know who the guest is going to be just yet. We have a few people that are in the wings. But we're going to get somebody on for the live cast next Thursday. Hopefully it goes good. Santucci can't make Thursdays right now until the end of I guess probably December. You said
I can make a special one in November 6th. I'll be available for that one, and then my class
is that. Are we going to get Calvin on for that one?
No, Calvin can't make that date because he's actually traveling. So
listen, I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear Calvin's. Come on, man. Make
he's
time
a busy
for your
man.
friends.
He's a busy artist.
Make time for your friends.
He's
right?
busy.
I mean, I taught him a lot about painting figures when we went out to dinner. He knows what to do.
Chopsticks.
Whatever he learned. He learned a little more. He left
there.
enlightened. He left knowing like about 95% of the hobby. He left knowing at least about 97% when he left after talking to me.
Knows not to sit next to you next time.
No, we had a good time. So we have a new show coming out. Podcast going to be released. I'm hoping before the end of the month. So before Tuesday of this month. I know Model Car Mania is going to be dropping their first episode of the new Model Car Mania podcast, which is also part of the Insanity. Justin Ryan's on that podcast with BG, Jason, Mike Outlaw, and Jody. And that should be out hopefully over the weekend. I'm hoping it's going to be good because hopefully they can get past episode 1. Right,
Yeah,
Frank?
it's gonna be good.
We'll listen to
100%.
it. We'll
Well,
test it out.
If we got to step in, we got to give them a little bit of know-how, a little bit of moxie.
Right.
Well,
It
Yeah,
could be
there's
like
none of
it could be
that.
like
They're
Saved
gonna
by
do
the
just
Bell.
fine.
When Saved by the Bell was like on NBC, and then all of a sudden it was like on Channel 11. Like, what happened? Like, why did
Nah,
which
it
network?
ain't gonna be that.
Nah, I'm joking, man. It's gonna be fine. They'll be all right. I have full faith in those guys, even though
Oh.
they're car guys.
Speak slowly.
All right, guys. So we're gonna end it off. All right. So this was a good one. This was a fun night, and we appreciate everybody watching. Right. So we're gonna kind of end it off right now. So for the Modeling Insanity podcast and TV, I'm Rob Rev with my co-host Steve Santucci.
Hey, build what you like what you build.
I'm Frankie Donati.
Thanks for spending some time with us.
I got Rob Adams.
Have a good evening, everyone.
I got Brad Belshrum over here still, and good
Good
buddy
night.
over in New Zealand, Andrew Misi, and his
Thanks.
son Jordan was on. So we're gonna hang out. All right, guys. So guys, be safe, and we will catch you on the flip side. And you got Rob on full screen. All right, guys, be safe, and we'll catch you next time.